Are we doing family-friendly streaming or?
Oh fuck no.
Oh, good, as that makes it much easier.
Coincidentally, those will be the first words of this campaign. Are we family
Um,
friendly? Fuck no.
okay, very good.
What's up, babe? Oh. Okay, so champion looks like it's basically a paladin, right?
Yep, a champion can either be a tank or a DPS or a combination DPS caster or a combination tank caster. Um, we have one player who loved the paladin, and we have one player who hated the paladin when he played it. So I guess it depends on what you like to play.
Mhm.
The combination caster anything is usually a good combination because it allows you to maximize either damage or help with your actions, because casting a spell is an action. When you attack, you can attack up to three times around because you have three actions, but each attack is progressively penalized. Your first attack is normal, your second attack is -5, your third attack is -10. So if you cast a spell and then attack, you get your maximum attack bonus on both the spell and the melee attack. So the combination caster and anything is a good combination.
Okay.
So you know, my rogue uses a shield, a rapier, and a pistol. So did somebody say they were gonna take the inventor?
Yeah, I've got an inventor.
Nice. Okay, so you can make my ammunition. I'll give you money for the ammunition. You really don't save a lot of money, but you can make ammunition and say, okay, I'm gonna make extra, and then you can basically sell the extra to make money. So but crafting takes significant time in this game, just so you know. It's like 4 days per item, depending on a couple different factors. At some point, we are definitely going to want someone in the party to take magical crafting. It's a feat you can get at either second or third level, I don't remember. But it allows you to do runes, which runes are what you do for magic items now.
Ooh.
If you want a +1 sword, somebody inscribes a rune on your sword. If you want a +1 striking sword, somebody inscribes 2 runes on your sword. And there are specific ways that it's done. And if you get a +1 item that nobody can use, you can pay somebody a fee and they can transfer the rune from whatever that weapon is to your weapon. And there's no more masterwork requirements for it. And so you can just take any weapon and make it +1. So that's how magic weapons work. It's really gets tricky because they're relatively cheap. It's 35 gold to have somebody inscribe the rune for you, but it takes 4 days. So you're without your weapon for 4 days, and so unless we have downtime, you got to make sure you have a backup weapon or an alternate weapon before you before you do it. But like anything, you can usually take a few days to do things every once in a while. So if anybody has the ability to, everybody should try to take crafting if possible. You don't have to take not everybody should take magic crafting, but everybody should have crafting because it allows you to repair things. It allows you to make items. You have to, of course, buy you get like 4 recipes off the bat, and then you can buy more recipes or acquire recipes through different things. So like right now I took crafting, I can make a buckler shield, I can make studded leather armor, and then I can make a rapier pistol and a dagger pistol. Takes time, but at some point I can start making those things. So I know it's a lot of information kind of getting dumped on you, but you'll catch on to things pretty quick as we start playing. So any specific questions about what you want to do?
Well, at the very least, I can say that the initial character creation and armor class abilities and all of that, I'm loving the macros of all of it just built in.
Yes.
I mean,
And so,
I was looking for how to assign my free ability scores, and the edit button took me and even told me how many I had.
yep, it shows you how many you have, which ones that you're eligible to put them in, and if they're automatically assigned to something, they're automatically assigned. Yeah, I'm telling you, they put a lot of work into this program, and it shows. Um,
No wonder
one of
Wizards
the
wants to close them down.
Yeah, one of my GMs used to swear by Fantasy Grounds, and he's probably spent $1,500 on all the stuff for Fantasy Grounds and books and game packs and map packs and all this stuff.
Mm.
And we're down to just one campaign in that, and we played that the other night. And he was like, "I'm so sorry, this one isn't in Foundry. I didn't want to spend the money to move everything from here over to the Foundry." He said, "But I'm sorry because the program is just so horrible in comparison, and so cumbersome, basically." But yeah, so that's what we have found is that Foundry is just hands down the best one out there so far that we found.
Okay. Is there a random dice thing so you can like just
A
randomly roll dice?
random dice.
Yeah, like
Um,
anywhere I can just like roll a D whatever, D6, D4, doesn't
you
matter.
can do it just in the chat, and I'll have to find out what the app is that we use in our other games. There is an app that puts all the different dice down at the bottom right underneath the chat, and you just click on one of those. But in the thing, you just /R whatever the die is, 1d4 /R 2d8 /R 1d20, whatever you want to roll. You can just type it in that way.
Got a quick
But when it's actually time, you'll roll either off your character sheet or off a menu.
Yeah.
Sorry, John, what'd you say?
For the for the animal companions, they have the option to edit their ability scores, and they get like a boost for being cat, and then the 4 level 1 boost. Is that correct? Should they have those or no?
I assume they should have those.
Okay. I didn't
I
remember
mean,
doing
if
that.
if it lists it, I assume they should have them.
I just didn't know if they'd built this correctly, and so it was like, oh yeah, you actually shouldn't use that. But
I'm not
that's why I
sure. I
wanted to check.
mean, there should be instructions on what to do with the companions. So
Probably should have read that then, huh?
Alright, let's see if I can figure this out.
it's
Like,
not
settle
roll;
down.
it's just /R.
Yeah, I figured that part out.
Okay. So from your character sheet, if you go
Yeah,
to
it took
the
me a second to
actions,
figure where that was at. Found that too.
yeah,
Alright.
if you go
From
to
the
your
character
character
sheet.
sheet and go to the actions tab, at a minimum, you should have each of your weapons listed and an unarmed strike. If you want to do any of those, all you do is click on, like, for me, here's an unarmed strike. I just click on strike, the first one +7, and then roll, and it automatically rolls.
Okay. So each one of these circles up here is a tab. Got it.
Yes, and the actions tab is the diamond. And
Yeah.
so you know, when you look at spells or other actions, 1 diamond is 1 action, 2 diamonds is 2 action, 3 diamonds is 3 actions.
Okay.
I'm going
And
through
so-
and giving everybody their gold real quick. When you buy stuff, just subtract it, please.
Don't give me mine, John. I already did it.
Got it.
And I think I just did that. Is it 15?
You just did. Cool. Yep.
Okay.
Yep, everybody gets 15 gold to start.
You don't have
I'm
to use
rich.
the packs. I was just giving. It was just an option.
Yeah, so you know, if you buy the class pack, you save anywhere from 1 to 3 gold from buying everything individually. That's the reason I told John to let everybody know that the class pack is usually the best way to go. Not always, but usually.
Alex here? Oh, there you are, Alex.
He's here somewhere.
Working on my sheet.
Yep. Never heard you get on. Sorry. I just added gold to you.
Double it.
Oh,
Double
you were
it.
talking about this. I remember now.
Let's see.
You are not required to take the backgrounds that were listed in the thing. They are just more appropriate for the setting. They will give you an incentive to be with this group because there's one of two people you need to hate. And if you don't choose one of the backgrounds that Ari tells you, I'll need you to tell me why you hate one of those two people.
Okay.
So that would be the only thing.
I mean, they sound like pretty easy people to hate. You.
Oh yeah.
Are they
But-
mimes? I already hate them.
You what?
Are they mimes? Because I already hate them.
No, one is a capitalist and one is a corrupt police officer.
One's a capitalist?
Yes.
That's very generic.
It's pretty appropriate when you start reading about them.
Yeah.
Where did you drop this? I'm missing it.
What's that?
Where did you
Oh, Jesus.
put
Where did I
the?
put it?
Let's see.
I linked it forever ago. I gotta find it.
Yeah, I'm looking back and I'm trying to find as.
Hey Brian, there's a cook background.
Nice.
John, do you know how to pin a message, John?
Absolutely not.
Okay,
either.
let me see if I can find it.
Nope.
Here we go.
Class kits. There it is.
I just posted it in the chat. Oh, actually, I
Okay,
might be able to
then
do this.
I'll
Hold
just
on.
pin that one then.
Journal, Outlaws. Nope, it's not there. Damn it. Sorry, I'm still trying to learn all this stuff too.
4 bulk, 4 lights.
I don't have rights in this one to pin it.
I can't change rights or it'll kick everybody out.
Okay. So click on the post you just made, Johns. Is this your Discord channel?
I am
No.
not the owner of it, so I can't.
Okay. Yeah.
I think Alex can.
I am not the admin either.
Who is the admin?
Isn't it
Somebody
Russell?
you've never met.
Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't matter. Everybody's here. I just posted it there.
Yep,
Yeah,
and you
I'm
can just
looking
add it
at
to your favorites in your.
You
in
can
your,
also Google Outlaws of Alkenstar Player's Guide, and it's the same thing I just linked. So,
Okay. So why is it not letting me select the thing?
what thing? Sorry.
The class.
You have
Oh,
to
you gotta-
drag it and drop it on it.
Yeah, drag and drop.
Yep, from the compendium, you
Okay.
click on either the name or the icon for it, and just drag it to your character sheet.
And to that
okay.
spot usually is the best way to do it. Generally doesn't matter, but on the feats page, I think it matters.
Yes, because some feats can go in more than one place. So you want to drag and drop it to where you want it exactly on the feats page, especially.
And I did also give everybody permission to create your own portraits. Please do not abuse that. Like I don't want.
Yeah, he gave us those permissions today. That's why you'll see mine has a picture on both the icon and the character sheet now.
Penis.
They gotta be PG-13.
I believe
Not to
somebody's
me.
streaming, so that's probably a good idea.
Oh, damn streamers!
Hmm.
Wizards are coming for you.
Wizards of the Coast.
Yep.
Well, the good news is I'm not monetized, and so I don't give a fuck.
Okay,
Yep.
well, there you go.
I'm gonna be a wanted witness. I saw something I should not have.
I will just say I took my glasses off. Can't see shit.
That's a bitch move, man. I have perfect eyesight. I'm a monk.
Um,
This website is crazy.
It's very
I don't know.
Detailed.
Mike, when y'all did yours, did they read the campaign background to you or no?
We never done a module.
Sorry,
Um,
Mike.
what they normally do is just read the introduction, and then
Mm,
here's where you
Sounds
are.
right.
What are you gonna do?
Sounds right.
Okay, sure. We're gonna go with this one.
mm.
Spooky skeleton.
Yeah, something to remember. This is your first campaign, so throw in basically whatever you think looks neat and try it, and then you'll learn different things as you go. That's what we did. We all created these crazy, insane characters just to test things out.
So what do we have so far? We have the dog
Rogue.
slicer, which I'm really excited for. Mr. Inventor. We have a rogue. We have a druid. And we have a monk. Anything else so far?
Fighter.
I chose fighter.
I'm going dwarven fighter.
Nice.
Oh, we also have a bard. I love it.
Oh,
Ooh.
cool. Haven't played a bard or played with the bard yet, so not
Don't
in
forget
this.
to get your heritage and your backgrounds too.
Yeah, I'm working on that. I'm trying to pick a thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alchemy, artistry,
So
blacksmithing, bookmaking.
And when you're doing the heritage, I would recommend typing in dwarf so you're not having to try to run through all of them because I think everything appears if you don't type it in. Like ancient elf
Yeah,
will appear and stuff.
yeah. So I'm going with the anvil dwarf, and so now I'm picking a craft ability, I guess.
nice.
Uh, ooh, that's fun. I did not know that was a thing.
Specialty crafting.
Oh, that's a feat. It gives you a free feat. Got it.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so alchemy, artistry, blacksmithing, bookmaking, glassmaking, leatherworking, pottery,
So,
shipbuilding, stonemasonry, tailoring, and weaving.
alchemy, in my opinion, is amazing just because it actually allows you to craft alchemical items like potions to bombs to poisons and all that in between. Um, not saying you should just take that or whatever, but just it actually like it's got a long list of shit to take. Uh,
Okay,
that's
yeah,
why
so
you have to. That's why you also have to take the alchemical crafting skill feat to craft alchemical items because it's the one that's like legit.
Yeah.
okay.
And we talked a little bit about the magical crafting already. That you have to
Okay.
be. I think it's third level before you can take the feat to do magical
Yeah, it
crafting.
was third.
But it's important that at least one of us take it.
Okay, I'm gonna make bombs and shit then.
Nice.
So I don't know how much of the reading about this area you did. I had some fun reading about it today. There was this big war that happened between the two cities north and south of where y'all will be at. The magic got so out of hand it destabilized the entire region,
Hmm.
and magic was not operating correctly. Then it appeared that some dwarves had made a home in the area. People convinced them to come to the surface, and they're like, well, cool, we don't need magic anyways. We're just inventing stuff. So they started becoming these massive inventors. Around that time, somebody discovered gunpowder. I think it was the dwarves, but I could be wrong. And so this is the only area where gunpowder comes from. The dwarves are pretty much responsible for crafting most of the guns. Just a little fun
Okay,
background on the area.
I think I did that properly.
So they're the 2A nuts, and we're taking their guns.
Uh,
Or did I misread the heist?
that's so I will get into what the heist is. I would not recommend taking the dwarves' guns. Yeah.
I'm not sure I'd recommend taking anybody's guns here.
That's also fair.
We had a nice long talk with Ellie about guns
At
today.
least not till they're dead.
Oh,
Once they're
yeah.
once they're dead, take their gun.
When
There's
it
a
says
back
ability
alley
boost,
doctor.
Yep.
No, but that's
when it says
You
hilarious.
ability
sure?
boosts are free, what's that mean?
So when you and your creatures, you get to choose um, what ability scores you want to increase. You get some that come with your race, and you get some that come with your class, but otherwise you're getting to choose them. So your background will give you one of two options. So let's say dexterity and intelligence. Choose one of the two. You choose one, and then you can boost any other stat. It could be the other one, or it could be constitution or strength or something. And then at level 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, you get to choose 4 stats that each get a +2 boost. The exception is if the stat is at 18 or 19, it's only a +1 boost.
Yep.
It got complicated real quick.
Sorry.
That's all good.
For now, it
We'll
won't
figure it
matter.
out.
If you have the option to click boost, you can boost something. And it'll
Yeah.
tell you how many more you can boost on the left. It gives you +2. You'll never be able to take a stat past 18 right now.
Awesome.
So, having just read the player's guide there, I seem to be building the complete wrong character.
Oh,
There is
I-
no wrong character here.
Yeah, because I was
What are you
going
aiming for? What are you building?
yeah, Goblin Bard. You know, magic guy.
Uh-huh. And
did you
That's
not
all
put your
right.
points in
that's what
charisma?
you're aiming for. What are you building?
What's that? Goblins are actually amazing bards, especially because
Yep.
they have the there's a goblin archetype where you like sing to like distract people, and so distraction is huge in this game. Anything that gives like status effects to enemies is very powerful, from what Mike was telling me.
Yep.
So, what was the wrong with your character?
Oh, just magic not operating well.
Well, that
Oh,
was in the past.
yeah, it's supposedly better now. It's still wonky. In game turns, I don't know. I have not seen it have any effect yet, so don't worry about that. Plus, you're also not like wizard spellcasting. There's literally a wizard college in the city y'all are in. So,
Yeah, there's a wizard's college in almost every city in Galorian.
and y'all are in Alkenstar, the city of smog. So y'all are like in the thick of it.
Ooh,
Oh, interesting. I like what you're doing.
I'm going with it just because.
If you do select armor, please don't forget to equip it. There should be a wear item. It'll look like a shirt. Make sure that's clicked because it decreases the bulk of the item by half or by 1. I don't know how it works. But the other big thing about that is it affects your AC correctly too. By the way, Sam, are you still looking for gear, or are you still working on your animal?
I'm not sure everything I'm doing with my animal, but I just got Chrome downloaded on my other computer. I was trying to switch over real quick.
Oh, okay. Sorry. It looks like
Do
your
we have a
animal is.
healer?
Is what?
Do we need a healer?
Sam is not your healer. She can
And yes,
heal, but she is not your healer.
I did choose to take the stabilized current cantrip, so I can at least stop you from fully dying.
and yes, we
Which
need
is
healers.
going to be a good thing, which, if you don't know. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. A healer would be great, but there are ways that just about any character can do healing. There are abilities and feats for out of combat and combat healing, which allows you to use bandages and such to patch people up. It can only be used so many times, and that's the reason it would be nice to have a healer or like even a witch, because a witch can cast a healing spell.
The other thing
Yeah.
is you can all have like a little bit of access to healing, and that can offset a lot of it too, instead of having somebody
Yes.
devoted to it. If you have an
Right.
alchemist who makes magic potions every single day, you've effectively made a couple spells right there
Yep.
without
And
somebody being
yeah,
forced to only be a
the
healer.
alchemist can make, I think it's 4 or
It's third
5
level.
healing pots. Yeah.
It's
Well,
third
yeah,
level.
but there's a feat you can take to get a bonus amount to it. So it's
Oh,
either a bonus 3 or bonus 4 to it. Because one of the guys in our group, he does his gathering in the morning, and he comes back with 5 healing pots every day.
I'm gonna have to figure that out.
Because we
Yeah.
don't have a dedicated healer in that group, but we have 3 people with the feats for combat healing and for
Is that the one I'm joining,
I
by the
think
way?
it's called medicine. I'm not sure, John.
Okay,
I was trying to think of that earlier, which group that was. I don't remember.
that's fine. My
I'm in too many groups to keep them all straight now.
the inventor, I think it is, has some really cool abilities where they're not necessarily a healer, but they have their invention overheat, and then it like cauterizes the wound and heals people that way. So there's a lot of ways to get healing effects without just being a healer.
Correct.
Another one is they like it might be the gunslinger. They shoot their guns and then they stick the gun against somebody to stop them from bleeding because they just like cauterize it too.
AFK for 1 minute. Be right back.
Okay. And the other thing is, this should always have you should always have access to this, unless like their servers go down or something. I set it up so that if I'm not here, y'all can still get on and do stuff. So if you want to like browse through stuff or all that.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll want to come back and make some adjustments.
As long as they're not major changes.
Probably just writing details in, I should think.
Oh, okay. I just looking at your Lachlan, with the dog slicer, I think you need to take the goblin upgrade that lets you use goblin
For the
weapons
goblin
without a
weapon.
penalty.
Well, I'll swap that out for a short sword.
The what?
I'll swap it out for a short sword.
You can eventually use it, but there's like a class feat instead of
Yeah.
scuttle. It's goblin weapon familiarity. Because otherwise you have a lower penalty to actually use the weapons.
Sweet.
So just something to keep in mind.
All right, so that's kind of cool.
Anybody have any questions yet?
Okay. So it looks like I've got my general character, like, got his ability scores, and looks like my proficiencies were already done because of the things I selected.
Okay.
At least, right? Because I've got 2 things. I've got athletics and crafting is trained, and everything else is untrained.
Okay, so now go back to the front page of your character sheet.
Uh-huh.
Click on your class.
Okay.
Click the little edit button next to it. And then
Okay.
scroll down to where it says skills. You may have additional skills listed there. For a rogue, you're trained in a number of additional skills equal to 7 plus your intelligence modifier.
For fighters, it's 3 plus intelligence.
There you go. So
You can also click on details.
everybody, and those are your choice. So you just find 3 skills and click change it from untrained to trained.
Also, if your class gives you a skills to be trained in, sometimes they do, or your heritage or something, and then something else also gives you that same skill, you get to choose a different one instead. It doesn't upgrade that one, you just choose a different one.
Right.
So like if you had athletics from something and something else gave you athletics, you get athletics and something else.
Right. Okay, so yeah, so it says I have 3 additional skills.
And the other thing about skills is, initially, it's not a huge difference. Like 6 to 7 is nice, but by the end game, it's like 28 difference between a non-trained skill and your max trained skill is the
Yeah.
the dice roll difference. It's like
Mm.
28 points, I think. 20 plus level, or 20 for level, and then 8 for, what is that, legendary?
And so you know, for your proficiencies, there are lore skills that you can add, or you can take a weapon and armor proficiency with those 3 things. So as a fighter, if you want to take advanced weapons as trained, you could change that one to trained, and then you could use some of the crazy huge weapons if you wanted to.
I think fighters actually get trained base advanced weapons.
Do
Yeah,
they get it in
Yeah,
advanced?
they get
Okay, I wasn't
they
I
sure.
get
they get trained, but they get
trained and
expert in everything else weapon wise.
yeah.
Okay,
So I'm trained in all the armors. I've got expert on simple and martial weapons and trained and advanced weapons.
nice. Okay. So yeah, but
Um,
anybody else who's not a fighter, you can take different things to get different weapons. Like I took martial weapons so that I could use the pistol
Goblin
well.
Song, yeah, I love that. Goblin Song is so cool. Like, it's
Ooh,
not a
could I?
huge thing, but it can make a difference.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it seems to go with what I'm going for.
Yeah, like
Can
you're
I
already going to take
upgrade instead?
performance
Could
as
I
a
upgrade
bard.
train to like master on some of these things or expert?
You cannot at character creation. There
Okay.
Nope.
are your class can give you stuff, especially like saves. You may get expert.
Mhm.
Armors or weapons you may get expert. But as far as you picking skills or something, it cannot go above trained.
Okay.
Right. As a
I think
rogue,
it's
I got
level.
stealth as expert. Everything
I
else is
think it's
trained.
level 3, or 5 that you can start taking them higher.
Okay.
And an additional note, in combat, it uses your perception as your initiative. Unless you have stealth, then you have the option. You can use stealth as your initiative, or you can use perception as your initiative.
Okay.
If you're
I don't see
using
perception in here.
stealth, perception is not a skill. Perception is an automatic thing over on the left side of your character sheet.
Okay, I see it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Most people should be expert in
and
perception, I believe.
I think it's going to be a
Oh,
mixed bag.
no. I found one that's not. Okay. I just learned that.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think it's a mixed bag. It all depends on your class. I think whether you're trained or expert.
Gotcha. So fighters are
But
experts, but some others aren't.
if you use stealth as your initiative roll in combat, anybody that goes after you in the initiative order is considered flat-footed during your attack for the first round. Very important for rogues because that's when you get to use your sneak attack. Important for other people because they're easier to hit when they're flat-footed.
mm.
But again, it's only for the first round, so it's just something to think about. If your stealth would end up being higher than your perception, then it might be worth it. For me, my stealth is too higher than my perception, so I would always use stealth regardless. But as a rogue, I
No,
would always use
mine.
that anyway.
My perception is going to be a lot better than stealth if I decide to take it.
Yeah, a lot of people's will be. I'm just letting everybody know the options. If they're flat-footed during the first round, it's not a bad thing.
Lachlan, I did want to let you know that if you choose to take the dog slicer thing, later on, it's effectively a +3 difference in attack rolls as of right now. So that's why that skill or that racial trait is so huge.
Dog slicer. Goblins are fun to play in Pathfinder 2.
Yeah, I've never intentionally played a bard, and I've never been a goblin.
That's right.
That's okay. Like I said, everybody's going to be learning in this campaign. I guarantee it, because
Um,
everything is so different in these rules, in this rule set.
so one
Oh,
of
yeah.
I don't. Did you do
Why is
any
this not-
history, reading history on the goblins recently, in Pathfinder?
No.
Okay. So for the longest time, goblins were evil. They were not really considered a player race. They were like these little annoying things that people had to deal with, and everybody fell in love with them. And so eventually, their role in society has changed. Instead of just being evil, chaos, everybody kills on sight. This big war happened, and a lot of the really terrible goblins died off, and so the not so terrible ones were like, "Cool, we're not being abused anymore. Let's go try to see if people will be nice to us." People were not nice to them, but they still found a way to integrate into society.
Hmm.
They're still frowned upon a lot, um, because they're very chaotic. That doesn't mean evil, but they might be trying to decide if this explosive is as strong as they want, and they just toss out a window, and somebody could be walking by and they weren't paying attention or did not even care, kind of thing. So they
Fun.
tend to
What
be a
is
little.
what
They
is
also tend to.
society? The skill.
What's that?
What is the society?
That's your
Proficiency.
ability to integrate into different levels of society. You can go from being like working on or being on the streets to high class society. You're able to be wherever you need.
Society is also used for gathering information,
Yeah, knowing who to talk
for
to.
interacting with people at different areas in society. It is useful. It's not used a whole lot until we're like searching for information, and then it's important.
I will say, from my brief reading of all of these modules, society is important for this. I don't know how important. Like, I still haven't figured all that out. But as for now, it is useful.
Yeah, I took the noble background. That ought to help with life.
Yep, that
I
would
don't
make
know.
perfect
I have no
sense.
idea what a noble goblin is, but whatever.
That's all right.
There's actually a heritage for goblin, or maybe it's a feat. I can't remember. But you actually learn to make money by integrating in high society as a goblin. It's really funny.
Nice.
It might be a skill feat that lets you do it. Anyways, there was a fun way to do it. Um, let's see.
And so, as you've seen from equipping your character, money works a lot differently in Pathfinder 2 than it has in previous editions and in D&D. Everything is a lot cheaper, and gold is not as plentiful as it was in previous versions. And so make sure you have some carrying capacity available to take gear from people or things that we kill and sell them later, because the money is important, like I said, especially for getting magical weapons, because there's going to come a point where we all need to have magical weapons to hurt things. There are creatures
For
that can only be hurt by magic weapons and stuff
for
like
the
that. So,
for the two people who have companions, there is a thing called saddlebags you can take, and it
yep.
gives you a lot of bulk storage. It does not use up yours, and your companions do not have any bulk themselves, so it's pretty easy to stay under the bulk limit, which is like 5 plus your strength modifier before you start having penalties.
I have a
And
small companion though.
What?
I have a small companion.
Don't argue. Just
well,
go
it's,
with it.
it's small right now, but remember, it's going to grow.
I'll have to look at the item, but I'm
That's what
pretty
she said.
sure it does not specify. Sorry.
And so, if you look at your inventory, everything you see with a bulk of L, that's a light. It takes 10 light to create one bulk. And so, a lot of items that you're carrying or that we pick up are not really going to weigh much. That's the reason, like you'll see, like on mine, my carried bulk is 3 bulk, my encumbered is 6. So I become encumbered at 6, and the max I can carry is 11. So I can't carry a whole lot, but like if you pick up jewelry, it's going to be a light. If you pick up a potion, it's going to be a light. And so you can take 10 of those before you hit one bulk. So
also a backpack gives you 2 free bulk.
Yes.
Okay.
Free bulk?
You guys were talking about packs for like equipment and stuff. Where do I find that at?
In the compendium, if you scroll down, there's equipment. You want to click on equipment, and then you're just search for whatever your class is. If your class is a bard, just search for bard. If your class is rogue, search for rogue, and it'll come up as saying like equipment pack rogue or something like that. Class pack might be called class pack. If you just search for class, it'll bring them up.
If you do just type in your class though, it'll also bring up. Yeah. And then the other thing, if your thing has options, that's in addition to whatever the listed cost is. So if your
Yeah,
option is a great sword for 2 gold pieces and your base is like 3 gold and 8 silver, it's 5 gold and 8 silver if you take the great sword.
correct.
Eric here, just because.
And no buying a bunch of packs just to try to resell it. I guarantee you will lose money.
Yes, you will because you sell for half price.
I know somebody in here was going to think about it for a second.
No, I took the
Bro.
monk pack and I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, here we go.
Healing potions. Everybody should probably
Yeah.
buy 1 healing potion minor, just for emergency use. That's like 2 gold, I think it was.
They are 4 gold.
The minor. Oh yeah, 4 gold. Sorry.
Why
Yep.
does this keep?
Lesser is 12, which is why the ability to create them, if somebody took like alchemical crafting and
Yeah.
one of their recipes, you get to craft like 1 to 3 items a day. You could craft those 4 gold piece items for free for your group.
Yep. Now you have to remember those don't stay, and so
Nope.
at the end of every day we have to delete those and then add them again the next day. But they're good to have because when the emergency happens, you want to have them.
Yep.
Okay. I keep having a specialty crafting thing like pop up that doesn't let me do anything. So I don't know if it's telling me that I get another one.
Where's this at? Sorry.
It's just like in front of my character sheet. I've got the specialty crafting. Like I've got the two selected, unless it gives me their additional ones besides that.
Who's talking? I'm sorry, I wasn't paying
Tough
attention.
man.
I was just going to ask the
Nothing
same
else.
thing.
Was that you,
What the
May?
hell? Yeah.
Okay, let me take a look. Let me take
Where
a
did
look. So you still have to take those 2 feats. Where are you getting all these bonus? You got a bunch of bonus feats. Did you add all those?
No.
Okay. Because you got 4 specialty craftings listed here, and I don't. That doesn't seem right.
I can't see where they are. I'm gonna close out my thing.
If you go to your feats thing and scroll to the bottom, you have 4 bonus feats listed.
Are we supposed to have a bonus feat?
No.
I didn't think so. Yeah, so those should all be empty. Click the little trash can next to it. Maybe he dragged it over into the
Yeah.
wrong spot.
I think it would be your ancestry is where it will go, because it's from your heritage, right? Oh no, that would be different. Because that should be a free one. So you'll specially crafting. Which one did you want? Did you want alchemy?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna delete all those just to make this easier. So normally you can just hit the trash cans to delete them. I'm gonna keep that one because I don't know where it's actually supposed to go.
Well, I
What
picked that
is
one. I
it?
was picking.
It's especially crafting alchemy. It's in bonus feats, but he got it from his heritage. So I'm not sure if it's supposed to go in a different section, but honestly, it's fine right there. It shouldn't matter.
I think it goes under ancestry, but I'm not positive.
But it's not his ancestry feat. Is the problem.
Well, like my ancestry features, I'm emotionally unaware and I'm constructed. But then under ancestry feats, I have my heritage feat listed.
Oh, features.
They got it from the heritage for the
The
animal dwarf.
features are the
see.
ones from his actual ancestry. The ancestry feat is the one granted by whatever
Yeah.
your heritage
Well,
is.
maybe it goes.
I don't know
over
why
here,
they don't just call it a heritage feat, but they don't.
Right. Anyways, that should work. That's funny.
Because if you go to the ancestry feats tab on the tab and you click
So,
browse, it should bring up just ones that he's eligible for.
so the other thing you're going to want to do is for your. Let's look at something. Sorry. You can't take a skill feat yet, so you can't actually take alchemy crafting. But you can take an ancestry feat, which might be able to give you alchemy crafting. I don't know. Oh, clan pistol. That's cool.
So what is everybody's ancestry? I know we have a goblin. I know we have a dwarf. What's everybody else?
Another dwarf.
Halfling.
Leshy, dwarf, halfling. Okay.
Got a lot of short
So
people
you'll
around
know
here.
I took an android, just so you know.
On. I saw that and thought about it.
I just thought it fit for the campaign.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of newbies.
I'm sorry. When I'm putting in my weight, apparently the number 2 is a little higher, so it looks like squared. So, yeah. I'm 45
Nice.
pounds squared.
Nice.
You are also very old,
It's over 9,000, okay?
apparently. Looks like you still have skills to choose.
Me, I thought I got all my skills in. Let's
Did
go.
you only get one skill?
I'm pretty sure.
Let me check. I feel like you get more than that. You get
Most of my
4.
skill was my
You get
unarmed.
4 plus your intelligence bonus just from
Oh.
being a monk. Your
Okay, then
background
I'm-
will give you society trained, which I think you already had. Yep. And then nope, that doesn't do anything. And then I'm checking halfling. Nope. So yeah, you'll get 4 plus your intelligence. And you also need to choose your ability modifiers before you do that, in case you want to increase intelligence.
Do I increase my ability modifier?
So when you're
click on the edit next to your ability scores.
Edit. Yeah.
on the very first tab,
Oh yeah, I
Ability
needed
scores.
to put that into my strength because right now I'm under 10.
well, oh my gosh. That's
Well, I
funny.
mean, you know,
Um,
it happens.
so-
You know.
So there's actually a cool trick with this. If you choose, I think it's boost. It actually no. If you take a voluntary flaw, and then you boost your non-voluntary or your flaw, you'll actually get it up to 12.
Yeah, that's rough though. Just so you know,
Yeah, I'm not saying you should do
because
that, but
the flaw is pretty painful.
My flaw is already in strength. Like I've already got it.
Yeah, but what he's saying is you can take a voluntary flaw like to wisdom and then add one to strength
Oh, why would I do that?
to equalize your
well,
strength. But
you can
yeah,
also take it in 2 stats that you currently do not have boosts in. So you could do like intelligence and charisma if you don't care about those, and then you could boost your strength to base 12
Done.
plus anything else.
I use my boost.
All right. I'm not saying to do that. That was an
How dare
option.
you tell me what to do?
Well,
Dungeon
if you
master.
wanted to go strength, I just wanted to make sure you knew how it worked.
I got it. Thank you.
So how do we know if we can wear a piece of armor?
You also have to choose a key ability stat, by the way.
in your proficiencies, if you're trained in that category of armor, heavy, light, or medium, or unarmored, you can choose to have that armor. If you're not trained, you really don't want to have it because it gives a lot of penalties.
So if it has a number by the fist, do you have to be that level first?
Level by the fist on what? on the equipment.
You are not able to take ancestral
Oh, I got it.
embrace.
Well,
That is
I'm
a
trying to figure out like how do I figure?
so that is a +4 double magical leather armor. You're gonna want to look at just leather armor, for the record.
Well, I have no idea. I just have
The
armor.
other option
armor.
is
You
was it
freaking munchkin.
item. She's over here like, I'm just gonna move this onto my sheet. Nobody will notice.
Well, I'm trying to figure out like how I filter this out so I
That's
know
fine.
what to choose
I'm
from.
gonna show you. If you go to that compendium, that book in the top right, type in equipment or equip. You should see equipment pop up under items.
Well, it gives me the filter thingy.
Well, so if you get the equipment, one of the equipments you can get is the class kit druid, which comes with leather armor. You can also get the healer's tools for 5 additional gold.
Click on save.
And I think you have to have the healer's tools to do your stabilize, but if I'm not
Yes.
mistaken. Oh no, you took a spell.
Not the
Never
spell
mind.
stabilize, but to do.
Yeah.
She did take medicine as well. So if she
Yeah,
wants to
to
do
use the medicine, you have to have the healing kit.
So what is it? The class kit, the one for druid.
Yes.
Yes.
Under equipment, just search for class.
You don't even have to type in class, just type in druid. And then you'll drag that onto your character sheet on your inventory screen.
And it'll give you all your basic starting equipment, basically.
Which is leather armor, 4 javelins, a long spear, an adventurer's pack, holly and mistletoe, and then if you want to take the healer's kit, you'll drive. How do you keep typing in new equipment?
Me?
Yes. I'm looking at your screen. You keep putting in new equipment.
What do you mean new?
Instead, did you drag the class kit onto your character screen?
I did, but it's not showing up on mine. The druid one.
All right.
Yeah,
do you
you
got?
won't see it as a class kit. You'll just see all the
I
equipment
got
that
it.
comes
I
with
just
the
dropped
class
it all
kit.
in there for you.
Okay.
Did you want the healer's kit too for an additional 5?
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Okay.
Okay,
It's
where are
in
the
there
kids
too.
at again?
In the equipment, under the compendiums, the little thing that looks like an iPod on the right side on the little toolbar, compendium packs, and then go down to equipment. And then just type whatever your class is in the search bar.
Aha.
All right. I fixed your gold.
Yeah, I see.
Wait, how did my... Oh! It's because of my perception and dex is why I've got such a high AC. Okay.
So if you want to change out your weapon that you get, I will allow you to sell it at value. If you're like, hey, this came with my class kit, but I'm never going to use that kind of stuff, you can sell it at value right now. That is the exception.
Oh, nice. Does anybody need torches?
We all need... Well, no, I've got low light. Never mind.
Low light, you will still want torches.
Because you're going to put us in absolute darkness, aren't you?
So the game
Oh, I
automatically
guarantee you that it
does
will.
vision.
Yeah.
There will be places that have light, but there may be places that don't.
So you know, if you do not have low light vision or dark vision, when you open a door and walk into a room, you're going to be blind in the many cases. We learned that the hard way on our first campaign. We walked in and like only one of us could see. It was like, oh, well, that's not good. So I have torches. If anybody wants them, I will give them to you because I do have dark vision.
There's also an alchemical item you can craft called, I think, a tender twig, which is also like for whoever
Yep,
keeps crafting.
and they have like ever burning torches and things like
Yeah.
that also.
Well, I found a gold weapon. Black powder knuckle dusters.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Nice.
Save your money.
Oh, yeah. I already spent 5 gold on the stupid pack.
Not that.
Oh, that was pretty cheap, just so you know.
I know, but I'm feeling very, very broke.
Sam just spent 9.5 on a pack.
Oof. Mine didn't have much in it, but yeah.
Yeah, my pack was 9 gold and 2 silver.
I was
So
just gonna
Sam,
say, I got healing tools and my class kit, so
I do have a
Yeah.
question for you, Sam. What weapon do you want to use?
I know that's what I was just looking at. I was gonna say these don't.
These don't really tell you what kind of rolls you get with them when you pull up the description.
They do. If you click on the weapon
Details.
Details?
details,
Maybe.
yeah.
Oh,
Go,
okay.
go to the details, and it gives you all your bonuses and stuff,
It's a
and your
D6.
damage.
Ah,
Oh, I already
okay.
do a D6. I don't want a weapon. Spend money on a weapon that gives me the same thing. Bless you.
I mean, I prefer distanced weapons. Although I guess I didn't put much into dex this time, did I?
The black powder dusters
Uh,
can be fired as a regular gun with a 30-foot range.
Yep.
Ooh, okay.
Can I even use a regular bow since I'm so small?
yes. So weapon sizes don't matter until you get to tiny or huge.
Right.
You could technically use a smaller weapon and it weighs less,
Mm.
but also does less damage. So I would just stick with what you can use.
Ooh,
So
shoot.
you only get simple weapons. So we would want to search simple.
You're probably talking a sling,
And let's see if we
maybe
can
a
find
short bow.
ranged. Is that an
A
option I can
blowgun.
search for? Um,
An air repeater? Isn't that just a pistol?
guess what's apparently a coat pistol is considered a simple weapon.
Nice.
Do not ask me how
Yeah.
that works.
My dueling pistol is a martial weapon, so that's the reason I had to spend a talent in martial.
Let's see. Ranged. I think all the monk weapons are considered simple.
I'm trying to find the list of them.
Let's see. Searching under. Oh, why the search thing is so terrible sometimes.
It's kind of a pain. Yeah.
Levels. Nope. We're only gonna go 0 to 1. I think a crossbow is considered simple. Let me check.
I don't know. Hold on.
Not
If you
showing it
go
correctly.
to
Yeah, it is.
hold on,
Hand
let me see
crossbow is
something.
simple. Heavy crossbow under details is also simple. So Sam, you could use a crossbow if you wanted instead of throwing javelins. An alchemical crossbow, which you can't afford. You could. No, you can't
And
use a gun because it's
there's
metal.
also a hand crossbow.
Yep.
Those ones are more expensive. I was even
It's
looking
a light bulk is what I was thinking. Since she's small,
Yep.
she probably can't carry a whole lot. So there's a
Yeah, I think
hand crossbow
once she gets rid of some of her stuff, like if she keeps her long spear, that's
and
2
gets
bulk.
rid of the javelins.
That'll free up 4 light.
Yeah.
She can also get
And
the
the hand
saddlebags.
crossbow does a D6, which is not bad.
It's a lot better than previous.
Is that
The
better?
other thing you're going to find, anybody who's a caster, your cantrips do a lot more damage than they did in previous versions.
Is the crossbow going to be more powerful than the short bow?
Yeah,
I don't
probably.
think you can use the short bow. I think that's considered a martial weapon. I mean, okay, so let me rephrase that. You can use them. It's just you're not as good with them,
Yeah, you're not going to get as much of a hit bonus.
and it will start to add up because you get +1 for every level you have. Short bow is considered a martial weapon, so you can't use them without a penalty.
Even though it's popping up under simple weapon?
I don't know why it's doing that. If you click on it and click on detail, the category is martial weapon.
Yep.
Detail. That is so weird.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that either. I didn't build this. Sorry. With all my free time.
Well, I even looked at the longbow, but I can't use a longbow.
Yeah. Any kind of bow outside of crossbow is going to be a martial weapon.
Oh, okay. Well, then let's just go with a hand.
The regular crossbow is also a simple weapon. So you have crossbow, hand crossbow, and heavy crossbow are all considered simple. So the regular crossbow has a damage of 1d8. Yep.
Wait, did that?
The
Hand crossbow is 1d6.
I think heavy is 1d10. 1d10,
Probably, yeah.
yeah.
And it goes
Um,
120 feet.
Okay.
They
okay.
all go up to 120 feet except for the hand crossbow, which is 60.
Yeah, so one's only 60.
And
Yep.
you really shouldn't be more than 60 feet away when you're attacking anyway, so.
Other thing, hand crossbow is cheaper than a heavy crossbow. And I think
much lighter.
it is lighter.
It only does d6 damage.
Correct. It only requires one hand to use, so you can still cast spells while holding it. That's not something
Yep.
you can do with a regular crossbow.
Correct.
You said the hand one?
Hand. You don't have to take it. I'm just giving you options.
I'm just quickly ruling out the.
Yeah.
And something to remember is once you fire the crossbow, it takes an action to reload.
And we were
And
just
so
talking
you
about
can
that
fire, reload, fire.
Yeah. So like that game last time where you died.
Or half the damn party died. Well, like 3 people died.
Hey, I saved
Yeah,
somebody
they're
on the
very
last
quick.
one.
You saved him by slamming him face first into the deck.
He was still alive.
He was going to die
Mostly.
otherwise.
If I'm switching out for the hand
Okay.
crossbow, what do I do?
Do you want to keep your javelins or get rid of them?
He's offering to let you sell back the javelins at full
You'll get
price, so I would
4
do that.
silver back.
So I'm looking at the long spear and the javelin.
Um,
Well, I don't think I need the javelin. That's going to
Okay.
be replaced by the crossbow.
so I'm going to get rid of those, and I'm going to give you 4 silver. The javelins are gone. Now you will just add the hand crossbow.
If
So
it lets-
clicking take, you should be in the
Drag and
Continuum
drop.
browser. Drag it and drop it under weapons.
Remember, you
Got
have to get the ammunition also.
Work that time.
And then it
Okay.
was 3 gold, so I'm going to subtract 3 gold for you.
Yes.
And your first set of ammo is free.
First one's always free.
And
Got to get you to come back
on
for
your
more.
okay, so now on your actions tab, after you have all that, go to your hand crossbow and you're gonna have to select the ammunition. Otherwise, when you go to shoot it, it's not gonna work.
I even don't understand what you mean by that. I'm sorry.
Okay, so go to the actions tab. It's the
Yep.
second tab on your character sheet.
hmm
Go down to your hand crossbow. On the
Yep.
right side, it should say ammunition.
It just
Click
says
the
draw.
down arrow. Yep. Click the down arrow. Oh, wait, it just says draw.
Yep.
Okay,
Oh,
well, maybe you
never
have to
mind. I
have
have
it
to
in your
draw
hand.
it
So
first.
equip it, draw it,
Oh, I've
and
already
then
bolts. That's
Sorry,
good.
I just did it for you because I was
Okay.
kind of curious how that worked.
yeah, so
Okay.
draw it, and then you have to select your ammunition.
All right, you are good now. I'm going to equip your armor
Otherwise,
so it doesn't weigh as
it'll
much.
delay the game as we're playing. You're gonna be like, why won't it fire? We learned that the hard way too.
What about the long spear? Is that any?
So here's the deal. You can have your holly and mistletoe, which you need to cast spells in one hand, and then a weapon in the other hand. Or you have to put your holly and mistletoe away, and then you can't cast spells if you have another weapon. So it's your call. I currently equipped your holly and mistletoe, but we can change it.
Well, I'm just wondering if I even need the long spear.
It might not hurt to have a weapon in case somebody gets up in your face. And the long spear is one of the cheaper weapons at 5 silver.
And this seems to be the town where it would not be uncommon for somebody to be walking around holding their weapon.
Okay.
I would not recommend holding like a dueling pistol like I have, because then people will think that you're about to be shooting somebody. But
You just walk up and hand somebody the other one.
Yeah, I only have one, so I can't do that yet. I couldn't
Yeah.
afford to.
Um,
Oh, jeez.
I was just wondering if there was a better melee weapon for.
Brian, when you made all your stuff, did you drop them in or did you write in their stats for your weapons and stuff?
Yep, sorry, didn't realize I was muted. I dropped them.
Okay, because they didn't have images, so that's why I was curious.
Some weapons don't. I don't know
Oh,
why. I think they just
wait,
haven't gotten
no,
around to it all.
I see. Never mind. I was thinking you were talking about the spellcasting. I am doing this the wrong fucking way.
Do you want? Okay.
Okay.
Do you need any help with anything, or you got it?
Oh, now that I realize what I did, this is gonna be shitloads easier. Just
Okay.
ignore me for a minute.
Okay.
Hey,
No problem. I just thought I'd check.
Berlin, are we going to be
Yeah.
counting ammo?
Here's how. Why do you?
Are we going to be doing what?
Counting ammo.
For now,
Yes. It will
If I
automatically track it. Don't worry about it. You don't have to worry
If-
about it. It will automatically track it. Every time you shoot, it's going to subtract 1 ammo.
Oh, that's
it
not what I'm
becomes-
asking about.
For
Oh.
now, yes. If it becomes too much of a hassle, if it slows down gameplay too much, if it just makes the experience not fun, I will remove it. For now, though, yes. Also, everybody, I really recommend you wear your backpack because it saves you bulk.
Yes.
So I'm trying to go through, and whoever has backpacks, I'm putting them on.
Yep, mine's on. Thank you.
That's why it's all of a sudden on, though.
Well, see, and the thing is that shurikens and darts are 1 copper each and negligible bulk.
Oops.
Okay.
Oh.
Ah. So I dragged over the regular stuff for the kit. I'm trying to see how I can get the.
If you drag
additionals.
over the kit itself, it automatically puts everything in there, by the way.
Yeah, it'll take care of it.
Right, but I'm looking at the additional optional gear.
If you want those, you just drag them over and subtract their cost.
Okay. Did it subtract the cost for my kit already?
No, it does not. You have to manually do it. But if you'll notice on the left, after you drag everything out, it should tell you how much it all cost. Should.
Yeah.
Please double check.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to ask again, does anybody want torches and flint and steel? Because if not, I'm just going to sell it back.
I've got flint and steel and torch. We're good on my end.
Okay.
Where do I see? Okay, that should be
That-
in the backpack, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at
Yep.
the backpack and.
Okay,
Everybody
yeah.
probably got them. I'm just wondering if you want
That-
my 5
that's-
torches for
That
free
selling
rather
back
than.
is only for weapons.
Ah, okay. Well, that's all
Only
right.
for
I'll sell it
weapons.
back. I'll
Yeah.
sell it back for half price. I don't
Got
really
it.
care. I don't need to carry it. So
Mafe, you have an unusual container backpack.
You know what? I'll
Huh?
take the torches.
I don't know what's
Okay.
going on with your backpack.
just click
I
the
have
plus
no
sign
idea.
next to yours to add 5 torches, and I'll delete my 5 torches.
Gotcha.
Hold on, there we go. I fixed it.
Okay. I just dragged the thing over.
I must have
So-
accidentally hit something when I was trying to equip it because I was like, I've never seen that
It
before.
just frees a little bit of weight for me is all. So I'll never use it. So
Hey, I'm gonna sell back my darts and buy 50 shuriken instead.
Can you use shuriken? I mean,
Oh yeah, I've
Yeah.
got the monk weapon feat, so anything labeled monk I can use.
as long as its cost is appropriate, then I'm fine with that.
Oh yeah, it's I've got 5 silver free.
I
And-
trust you. So 50 of them is going to be 5 bulk, though, I believe,
5 bulk.
because they're
Ah.
1 light each, which means that 10 of them is 1 bulk, if I'm reading this correctly.
It says carry
yes,
bulk.
if it's a
negligible.
light,
Oh no, carried bulk is negligible.
So I could literally
So
carry
yes,
1,000.
you
of
could
them.
have 50 of them. Ignore me. The darts
50
were
of-
listed.
oh, darts, yeah, they probably don't weigh anything. I don't think.
Darts do weigh 1 light.
Yep.
Shurikens weigh negligible.
Seriously?
And they do
Yes.
the same damage.
That's crazy.
Right?
What
I just-
what kind of weapon is a shuriken though? Just be sure you
They're both
check
thrown.
that.
Both
Okay.
Well,
martial.
no. Are they simple or martial? But they're
Yeah,
monks, so that's why you get them.
one might be a. Oh, okay. Yeah, then that's fine.
Sure can
Sorry,
as well.
I
What is
didn't know
this?
who I was talking to.
What is this temple sword?
Very expensive is what it was.
Right.
2 gold.
Uh-huh.
Two gold is expensive. Do not look at the firearms then.
Yeah.
I think my cheapest firearm
Don't.
was like 12 gold.
Look, my
Yep.
cheapness only comes out in games, okay? I can't do shit in real life. But in games, I am as tight-fisted as Scrooge.
Yeah. Where do we get these
Um,
items from?
What's that?
Where do you get these items from?
From under compendiums, equipment.
Compendium. Where's that?
So, and if you look at the far right side, there will be a bunch of like tabs, I guess is the best
Counter.
word, like chat
It
messages.
looks like a little iPod on the far right next to the gears. I think it's supposed to be a book, but it looks like an iPod to me.
No, I see that. I can
Yeah.
see either way, actually.
Yep.
Do
Click
you want
on
me,
that and then just scroll down to equipment.
or you can search in that search bar and type in equipment.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you can do that too.
Yep.
And then click on the folder that says equipment when it pops up under the items tab, and then just type in your
Okay.
class.
Oh.
If you don't have a basic class, I don't think you have a kit though.
This is going to be a lot of clicking.
Alright. My steel shield was 2 gold.
I believe most of y'all are done, correct?
For the most part, yeah.
I
Getting there.
think so.
Sam looks done. Oh, were there any actions they should add?
1.
Yes, I was going to wait till
Okay.
everybody was done
Okay.
with what they were doing.
Yeah, I think you're done, Sam. Unless there's anything else you want to get.
Do I need to buy more bolts? 10 does not seem like very many.
It's not. You're going to want more bolts. If you
They
can afford them,
are
buy more. I
1
carry
silver
30.
piece each.
Yeah.
Downloading world data. Please wait.
So you could buy 2 more.
Downloading world data. Please wait.
Actually, you could buy 3 more, but then you'd be flat broke.
3 more bolts.
I mean, 30 more. Sorry. You could buy up to 30 more, and then you'd be flat broke. So maybe buy 10 or 20 more.
Let's go with 20 more.
Okay. I will just do that for you real quick.
So,
How do I
real quick,
actually-
I'm just. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, how do I actually attack now that I've added a
You've
weapon?
got to draw the weapon before you can strike with it.
Right there.
On
Pretty
your
good, Sam.
actions tab,
Let's go.
click draw next to your weapon, and then just click the strike +7 or strike plus whatever it is.
On which screen? Sorry.
On the actions
the one that
tab,
has
which is the second tab, it looks like a triangle or a
Triangle.
diamond. A diamond with a little diamond on the
It looks like
left.
Pac-Man eating a diamond.
Got it.
Interesting.
That's the best way I could think of it. And then, yeah, you'll click draw. Some items can be held in 2 hands, some can only be held in 1.
And for God's sake, don't hit drop on accident.
You're gonna want to hit drop sometimes when you find yourself in a situation where you suddenly want to shoot. To sheath a weapon is an action. To drop it is free.
I said on accident.
Hey,
Yeah.
and Maeve, can you deduct the gold for all the stuff you bought?
In a second, I'm just
Okay.
adding up the last bit of it.
Gotcha. I'm just like looking at this. I'm like 27 wealth. Okay.
So
Okay.
let me know when everybody's has done their basic character creations, and I'll go over a couple things with you about the actions.
I will add
Question,
them
how
for
do I
y'all's
change
companions.
the
Log back in.
color of my little
Crap, what's
icon?
going on here?
Do we need to do, if my character's done, do we need to do anything for my animal?
That's what I'm looking through right now. I don't think so. I think you have everything done. Because it has health, it has armor. Let me fix its health.
Okay.
They
Does
don't
it have act?
a deity or heritage or anything?
No, it does not get a heritage. It does not get a background. Does your... What is it? What animal was it
Whatever
again? A
your
cat?
character is, the deity should match your companion.
I don't even know if I have a deity.
Do you
Yeah,
as
if
a...
not, as a druid, I think you should.
I
I'm
don't
not
think you have
positive.
to.
No, I don't think you have to, but
It's good. You probably get a bonus for it.
there are like gods and goddesses of nature, I'm sure. So
Yes. Trying to remember who they were.
I know there are
You
recommended
want the
deities
neutral
in
ones.
our pack. Yeah,
Okay.
let me see if I can find them real quick in here.
I think
Did
there
it
was one
not
of
have
nature.
deities?
Erastil is the god of duty, earth, family, nature, and wealth. Gazray is the god of air, cold, lightning, nature, travel, and water. So that's more of elemental. Bastet, the sly enchantress, is nature, passion, protection, trickery. Osiris, Lord of the Living, is change, healing, nature, soul. I'm not going to go through all the ancient Osiris gods. Sorry. And I don't think you want to. Do you want to worship an archdevil or a demon lord?
Is there a benefit in getting either the elemental or the other one that had soul?
I don't think there's any benefit to worshiping a demon or devil as a druid. It's more, pretty much none of them have a benefit. It's just personal preference.
I can't log back into this Darren website. The name's grayed out.
That's weird.
Like I'm already logged in, I think.
Did you have to
That
log
is
out?
weird.
Hold on. Let me. Nope. Let me see if I can update the world and that'll fix it.
Hey, Mike. How do I change the color of my little token guy there?
Okay, so if you go to settings, which is the far right, the gears, go to configure settings, the top one under game settings.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wait, did I give you the wrong one? Hold on, I might have given you, hold on, don't click that one.
World
It,
exploit.
it should have asked you when you first joined, but
Yeah, it
I
had
know
me
there's
select
a way. I know
color,
there's a way to change it. Give me a second. I'll find it.
right? I'm just not as fan of pink as my little girl is.
Yeah, I get it.
Wait, where are you? How do y'all see pink?
It's pink
His
on mine.
color. See
Oh.
under
Yeah, we
players where it shows the color.
yeah, we got
You can
pink,
choose your
red, pink,
color.
blue, pink, purple,
Here we go.
blue.
I got it. What color do you want? If you right click on your name and then click
Oh,
user
there you
configuration.
go.
Oh, got it. Cool. Thanks.
Uh-huh.
Good
Who was
job,
having
John.
trouble getting in? Try again.
Let's see. Refreshing page.
Also, just so y'all know, if you put a name on your
Nope.
character sheet,
Okay.
it'll show your
going to-
character's name next to your name and the player's.
I'm going to have everybody step out. I'm going to reset it real quick so he can get back in.
If you reset it, everybody's gonna get kicked anyway. So
Okay. Well, it was back to setup.
yep,
Sorry,
the
everyone.
game world is shutting down.
So now, instead of having to follow that link that time, whenever you go to the main screen, it should be, there just should be a launch button. But I
Yep.
have to get the server up first.
Say when.
I take the word join off and it brings back the word join, so it doesn't matter. What do you mean main screen instead of following the link? All I have is the link.
It took me right back.
Okay, y'all should be able to log in now.
Yes.
Yep, login successful.
Okay.
Downloading data, and there we are.
So Sam, personally, I'm not a big druids having deities thing, but that is your choice if you want. So you'll just want to Google Pathfinder druid gods or goddesses or whatever deities.
Trying to find it. Here we go.
Downloading world data.
And
Wait.
then who was James and who was Kyle?
They don't show up very much. Don't worry about them.
Okay, so I'm gonna remove them then.
Yep.
Deleting, so I don't have to keep getting confused. I was like, I feel like everybody I played with is here, so and I'll remove their access later.
There we go. I've got a nice profile picture on there.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And then real quick, what were those skill actions just so I can put them on these creatures?
Are you talking to me?
No, Mike.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you say again.
What were the recommended actions? I'm trying to put them on people's pets real quick.
Oh yeah. So let me go to mine real quick, and I'll read them off to you.
I know anybody who does the medicine.
Recall knowledge. Everybody should have recall knowledge.
I don't think companions should have that.
No, companions wouldn't have recall knowledge.
What's recall knowledge? What are you talking about? I should have that.
So
everybody
if you go to your
needs to add it. Yeah.
Go to your actions page. So the second one, under
Then
actions,
go
there
to
should be a
browse.
browse, and then you
Yep.
can just type in recall, and you'll drag recall knowledge onto your thing.
What that is, that's if you want to try and remember something about anything, and then you'll roll the applicable skill for recall for that knowledge. So if I wanted to remember something about underworld lore, for example, I would click on recall knowledge, which is one action, and then I would click on my underworld lore skill, and roll, and that would be basically whether I know it or not.
Where are we putting this?
Under actions, if you go to your actions tab, which is the diamond with the little diamond on the left.
I'm there.
Click on browse next to actions.
Where actions is, click browse. You want to add recall knowledge. You're going to want to add. You're going to want to add calculate threats. That lets you figure out the right way to shoot at somebody, and it gives you a plus circumstance bonus to your AC and reflex saves. It is an action cost, and so you don't want to use it every round. But when you want to be able to have a +2 to AC, you want to use that.
Hold on.
You're going to want seek, SEEK, not seek like SIKH.
Brian, did you really name yourself Wallace?
What's the problem, Sam?
I said you're going. So I've got recall knowledge. I just found seek. What was the other one?
The other one is calculate threats. Calculate threats.
I'm gonna call you dumbass.
I didn't see any restriction on if companions can take that, so I'm giving it to them. And if I find something else later, I'll remove it.
You're gonna want sense motive.
Oh, aid. It's another one, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna want step. Step is the equivalent of a 5-foot step. It lets you move 5 feet for safely. So if you want to step out of a combat situation, you could step safely out of combat. It doesn't trigger an attack of op.
And not everything gets attack of opportunities now.
No, no one gets an attack of opportunity unless you have the feat, which I believe mostly it's a fighter feat, but I think a couple other classes can take it. And so
Okay.
nobody is typically going to have a attack of opportunity.
Eventually, I get to do a Kamehameha. Eventually.
And if you want, you can add stride. That's your normal movement, but it automatically uses one of your actions to do it, which is what movement is is supposed to do. And then there's an action called interact that you're going to want. That's to manipulate any kind of an object. Opening a doorknob takes an action.
So
Inspecting picking up an item and inspecting it, it takes an action. Though that's the interact action.
Huh.
There are others, but I haven't finished going through the list to see what everybody should have. I have a whole bunch of them
Yep.
added, but they're mostly rogue actions.
And we can add them at another time too.
Yeah,
Just want to get
as
through
you
some
look
basic
at them,
ones.
when we're playing, if you come across something that you don't have an action for that you think you should have, do it the normal way and then just come into the actions tab afterwards and search and see if there's an action for that. There's an action for almost everything. Breath weapons, bribing people, coercing people, um, collect a spirit remnant. I mean, there's everything in here. Drive, drink from a chalice is an action. Drink blood is an action. If you're like a Dampier or something, drop prone is an action that everybody can do. That allows you to drop prone basically and take cover if somebody's shooting at you.
I do want to check one thing. If
Short.
you have not finished your character, can you tell me right now?
I don't think I'm done yet.
So just 2 people?
Oh no, mine's done. I'm just playing with shit.
No, I mean we're just waiting on 2 people.
Okay.
So our monk will want to have like the flurry of blows action.
I've got it.
Yeah, I think they automatically
Yeah.
did it.
Oh, did it automatically add it? Cool.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it did or not because when I went to mine, I had no actions automatically added to mine.
No, yeah, I've got it. How do I locate my token?
How do you what?
Locate my token.
I have not put them on the board yet.
Okay.
And y'all can't add tokens whenever you want, so that's the only restriction. I think you're still missing your skills, Alex.
No, I took some of them to trained. Unless I did that wrong.
I only see one thing at trained in your skills.
Hold
Society.
on. What? How did it not? Ugh.
You should get 3, and
I should get
then
4 total to add in.
just making sure. Or sorry, 4. And yeah, it was 4.
Let's see. I'll put one into crafting and one into medicine.
Do I have to
2,
pick the god thing now?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
and then
Honestly, for little things too, this is why I'm leaving it open. Y'all can come in and adjust it over the week. I just wanted to make sure y'all got the basic stuff down. Like skills, gear, class, all that. Languages.
This website takes up
So so everybody's aware before we start, if you want to share information or point out something that you noticed that maybe other people didn't notice, it requires an action. There's an action called point out to point it out to your allies. Otherwise, if the creature or the object would remain hidden or undetected to the rest of the party. It does require an action. It's kind of a pain, but it's something you need to be aware of. If you want to tell us, hey, I see whatever, you have to use the point out action. And it takes an action out of your turn.
One big thing, and we do this a lot in 5e, if you want to use a skill slightly out of how it's not probably intended, there's probably a feat for that. I kind of mentioned it before, but if you're like, hey, I want to trick somebody into telling me the truth, but I don't want to use my perception because I'm actively trying to trick them. There's a feat specifically for that. So if you get the urge to ask me to do that instead, it's probably going to be a no unless you have the feat. And I will check to make sure there's no feats for it. And if there isn't, it's probably not allowed.
According to the compendium, point out only counts if you're trying to point out a creature that hasn't been detected by your friends.
Right. That's what I'm saying. If you see something that you want everybody else to see, then you have to point it out, and that uses one of your actions. But it's important for the rest of the party, so I mean, it's worth the action for you to let everybody else know that it's there.
Well, that's one thing, but according to this, it's just talking about if it's a creature.
Yeah, if you're in a room and you're like, there's a glass vial over there, you don't have to use an action for that.
Right. It's just if there's something hidden or there's something that somebody else might see, might not see, like if there's somebody concealed, but you can kind of see them and you see them with your perception check, you're going to want to point it out to everybody so they know that it's that creature is there. Whether it's hostile or not hostile, we don't know, but you're going to want to know that it's there.
Basically, anything that we have to use our own skills for,
Yes.
or feats, or spells.
I should really go through the. Okay, are my skills showing up yours? Because some of them went blue and some of them did not.
I'm seeing society and crafting are trained.
Okay.
What else should be trained?
Medicine and stealth.
You should have one more.
Yeah, put it in survival.
Yuki.
Got it.
I am no
Alright.
thief. I scavenge, I don't thieve.
There are a
So
lot
the
of
other
things
action
besides
everybody should probably have is stand, so that if
Yeah.
you're tripped or knocked down or for whatever reason prone, stand is an action.
I gotta go. I gotta find the list of actions here.
Honestly,
Yep.
there's a whole page
Just
for
go
it.
to your actions
You can
tab.
also just
Yeah,
go
go to
through
your
them.
actions tab and hit browse, and you'll see there's a list of hundreds of actions.
Browse.
Where do I drag this equipment to once I find it?
You drag it to your character sheet.
I did that twice now, but I can't see it on the character sheet.
Let me take a look.
What are you trying to drag over?
Just the class kit.
Okay.
Okay, so click on your inventory
Oh.
tab. Are you on that tab already?
Or then I clicked off of it.
You've already brought over your class kit.
Like I
I'm
said, I
looking at
did
your
it
Yeah,
inventory.
you're not going to see the class kit. You're going to see
It's gonna give
everything
you all
that's
the
in the
items.
class kit.
So you have a
Yeah.
backpack, the rope and everything. You have a religious symbol.
Now I see.
Yeah, that's your class kit, even though it doesn't look like a class kit.
Okay, well.
So, John, check his quantities, and you might want to just reduce his quantities if
Nope,
he dragged it
we're
over
all good.
multiple times. There should be. Let me see. Hold on. For my dueling pistol, it's rounds dueling pistol. So you're looking for rounds. There should be rounds for
Clan
each type
pistol.
of pistol.
Yep, you're
Yep.
right. There we go. I'm
Class
just helping
kit comes with,
John real quick.
in this case, it was armor. Where was
Yep.
it?
It should have
Iron.
armor, and it should have your backpack, and it should have your rope, your chalk, your rations, your
When I
water.
look at the inventory and light armor's not on there.
It should be under armor.
Yeah, it's blank as far as I can tell.
Hey, John, did you want
Check your class kit. What's your class? Sorry.
It's cleric. So
Okay, hold on.
So instead of typing that in, John, if you click the little magnifying glass, then you can type in the type of armor you want. And then you just drag that armor onto there.
Oh
Officially
yeah,
say
the cleric's
third
kit
day.
is cheap and does not come with armor. So,
Yeah,
oh wait,
but
no, it says hide
Yeah.
You
armor.
can
Yeah, the
pay
hide
2 and
armor
get
is
hide
2
armor.
gold. Yeah, okay.
And hide is normally also 2 gold.
Yeah. But as a cleric, can you wear heavier armor? If you can, you might want to
Mm.
invest in that instead of the
I
hide.
don't think so.
I'm looking.
Not till higher level.
You have access to medium, so
Right
you
now,
could do,
Chain, I think, is the medium
but I think
that you
it's too
want.
expensive.
Oh,
Chain.
that could be.
Hold on. I have to look at them. Chain mail is only 6 gold.
Really?
Yep. Chain shirt is 5.
Yeah,
Oh,
take the
okay.
armor because the armor will give you a better armor class, I think, than just the shirt.
So when you search for it, just drag the item into your inventory.
Yep, and then subtract your gold.
Yep.
So, John, there are merchant add-ins for this, just so you know,
I wonder if that was from the.
which automatically sells our stuff for half price, and
Oh.
we can buy from them. You have to stock the merchant, but there are merchant add-ins that make this a lot easier.
That must be this merchant NPC.
Could be.
Ooh.
But in order for that to work, just so you know, you have to drop the merchant on the map with us,
Yeah, that
so
makes
we
sense
can
then.
so we can interact with it.
I'll have to keep that in mind for the future. And no attacking the merchant to steal all their stuff.
Is
Yeah,
there
you
a
can't.
limit to how many actions we can allocate ourselves?
What?
Is there a
Everybody
limit?
gets 3 actions.
Oh shit. Okay.
Every round you get 3 actions. A round is 6 seconds. You do 3 actions in a round.
Oh no. I mean,
Um,
like have on our sheet.
Oh, you
no,
can have
there is no limit. You
as
can put
many
as
as you
many
want.
actions on there as you want. Some actions I found would not drop onto my sheet, and I'm assuming that they're because there was some other prerequisite for that action that I don't have, and so the game is smarter than I am.
Speaking of the game
Because
smarter than I am, my system reset, and
Yay!
I mean, I kind of got most of that, but I can't log back in. It's thinking I'm still part of the group.
That's the problem. I get.
John, can you kick him? You
Uh,
should be able to kick him, and then he can log back in.
yeah, let me. I wonder if it permanently kicks you.
Okay.
I have. Okay, I'm gonna say off your name. If you're not actually in here, let me know. Alex,
Yeah.
Brian,
I'm the one you want to kick.
kick. John, you're here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Lachlan,
Yep.
Math,
Yep.
Mike,
Here.
Sam.
Only physically.
Okay, that's all we needed.
Yep,
Um,
that's right. Physical presence is all we require.
I think the last thing is John. You're gonna want to pick some skills.
Yeah, I don't know how to pick skills. This game.
I can help you with that, or Mike can help you with that. I'm
Can I
just double
switch out
checking what
my,
your skills are
on
real
your
quick.
character sheet.
It is.
Click on the proficiencies, which is the hand tab.
If my
What's
computer will
intelligence?
cooperate with me.
Oh, sorry. First, go to your main page, the front page of your character sheet. Click on your race.
Right.
The edit symbol by next to your race. Scroll down, and there's a place that should say skills.
And I still can't.
It tells you what you're
log in.
already.
No, Dwarf doesn't
Oh
get in.
no.
Huh. All right, let me reset the server real quick.
Yep, reset it again.
No.
I mean, we all get kicked.
Yep. Sorry.
Yep, we'll all get kicked. It's all right.
Hey, we're going to be really good at logging in.
Yeah. Luckily, he
Alright.
didn't set a password. We have a password in all my other games, and it's kind of a pain.
Some other people can't log in as other
so-
characters.
Once John has his skills, we'll go ahead and start. You can still work towards feats and everything, but I kind of want to get y'all introduced to what's going on. There's a spot I would like to get to stop tonight, and then we'll be done for the night.
Well, good luck.
Hopefully, it shouldn't take too long, and if it does, then we'll pause where we're at.
One
Cool.
question: Can I
Yep.
trade out my hide for chainmail?
You can sell your
Yes.
hide and then use extra gold to get chainmail.
That
Yeah.
works.
You can't do a 1-for-1 though.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, no,
Merlin,
no.
can you switch my train
Same,
from
it's
my?
the same with the weapon.
You can sell your weapon at full price.
No, no, I already switched out the weapons. I'm asking, like, do I get the full price for the armor, or do I need to take only the hide?
What was your kit? Let me look at it real quick.
Fighter's kit.
And do I get the 2 gold back for the hide?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Yeah, I will allow you to sell your hide armor at full. I think it's 2
Okay.
gold. Y'all should be able to get back in now.
Yep, getting back in slowly
it
but surely.
might have deleted him. Hold on.
Oh,
Let me.
That's what happens when your GM doesn't like you.
Yeah,
So we said James is gone.
Kyle's.
Kyle's gone. Okay. Hold on. Let me redo this and see if that fixes it. And if not, I will resend you the link.
hopefully that doesn't mean you have to start all over.
I don't think so. It's just weird that he's not showing in the bottom left like normal. Oh no, now you are there. Okay, you
There
should
he
be.
is.
You're in now, Brian.
Yes, I'm here.
Perfect. All right, everybody should be in.
Hey, Merlin, when you get a
Yep,
sec,
I'm in.
Yeah.
can we switch my trained skill from my survival to my athletics?
Yeah, I want to see if you
climb-
can do it. Go in
Okay.
there, click on where it says trained, and change it to untrained, and then go up to athletics.
Yep.
Do the same thing.
Oh, there we go.
That's how you. That's how it should be
That's
done.
how I
Yeah.
was doing it earlier, and it wasn't taken.
It might be because I reset that server. I don't know because I
Whatever.
reset the server shortly after that.
Either way,
So
climb
John
requires
should get
athletics.
3 skills, I believe, if you can help him pick some good ones. He already has religion for free.
Inventory,
All right, John. What's
spellcasting,
your class?
cleric.
Okay, so you should have religion already, right?
Right. Where is spellcasting?
And you're going to want either acrobatics or athletics at a minimum. Probably want both, but you're going to want
Core
one of those
skill.
two at a minimum. Yep, core skills.
Acrobatics, or what was the other one?
Athletics.
Athletics. I've already got a
Acrobatics
+2
lets you.
to
Yep,
athletics.
acrobatics lets you tumble through people or escape from people. Athletics lets you swim, climb, try and trip people, hit people type things.
So, how do I become trained in it? Oh, there it is.
Click on the
Yep,
untrained
got
and
it.
change it to trained.
Got it. And what was the other one? You said I'd get 3 of them?
Yes,
You get 3,
2
yep.
plus your
And
intelligence.
so, what are your feats and skill? What are your feats and stuff that you took? Did you take anything in medicine?
Uh,
If so, you're
I
going to
don't
want
remember.
nature. Nature helps you identify poisons and such.
Actions. Where's the feat that? Whatever feats
Uh,
came automatically when I set everything up. I
so
didn't take
your
any
feats
extra.
Feats
are
is to the right of your
Yeah, I see it.
proficiencies.
So all those are
no, he's a
blank.
war priest, so he's not going to have any of those.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he can take that
s-
stuff, but he is not inherently a
Yeah,
healer.
no.
Yeah,
So you're going to probably want society, which allows you to gather information,
Sounds like a rope
and
can do that for us,
then
though.
yes, a
It
rogue
doesn't hurt
can
for
do that
multiple people to
also.
have it too,
Yeah,
though.
because if I fail, somebody else can try.
Yeah. So
And the other
acrobatic,
thing you're going to want. So, what are your weapon and armor
society.
proficiencies right now?
Well, weapon or armor is going to be the scale mail or the sheet mail or whatever. I
So
can't
you
talk
have
right now.
heavy. So you have heavy armor already.
No, not the scale mail. The other one, the medium mail, I believe. Where did I
Okay,
get the
so
one?
if
Chain
you
mail.
Chain mail. That's where I thought.
if you want to get heavy armor, you're going to want to take the heavy armor proficiency. if you want a different type of weapon at some point, you're going to want to take that weapon proficiency.
Right. So automatically.
Let me
Go ahead.
check to see if he gets it at some point. He might get it later on
Yeah,
because of being
as a
war
war
priest.
priest, you might get it later, so it depends.
Yeah, I
There's a
believe I
lot of
saw that
like,
in the higher levels.
yeah, it's hard to know exactly what you're gonna get to. So sorry.
And the other thing you might want to take as a cleric, even though you're a war priest, is you might want to take medicine.
I will say, as long as you can access it, you can use somebody else's healing kit. But doing so is going to take turns and stuff. So you probably
Yeah,
don't
it's
want
going to take
Three,
an
one
right?
person to
action
have
to
a healing
get it
kit,
from somebody, then an
but you
action
don't
to use it.
necessarily have to have everybody with one. So just something to keep in mind. You can, obviously, but
Yeah.
I don't want you to feel like it's one and done. The other thing is when it's being used, it takes 10 minutes. That healing kit is in use for that 10 minutes.
Yes. And that's the other thing to keep in mind is like your treat wounds, I think it's called, or your medicine, whatever it is.
I think it's treat
It
wounds.
takes 10 minutes to do, and if you use it on multiple people, we have to track who it's used on first, second, third, because there's
Because
a 1 hour or a 1 day cooldown, and so
it's
we
1
need to
hour
know who.
per person
Yeah.
for each person.
Well, it depends on whether you're trained in certain things or not. I think it's a 1 day cooldown if you're not trained in certain things.
Oh,
But yeah, so anyway, yeah, you have to track
yeah.
who was done first, second, third, because they will be available to have it done to them again first. Like if if you used it on me first and then somebody else,
No, it's you
it,
spend 10
in
minutes,
it.
they're immune to it for 1 hour. If you spend
Okay.
an hour doing it, you heal them for double, which I
Okay.
didn't realize.
That's kind of cool.
Well, you have to
I
succeed at
never
the
heard
check
that
first.
either.
Yeah, it's listed. If you succeed at the check, you can continue treating the target to grant additional healing. If you treat them for a total of 1 hour, double the hit points they regain from treat wounds.
Nice.
That's on archives.
That's actually really cool because then
Yeah.
you could almost full, especially at first level, you could fully heal everybody.
And that 10
And
minutes counts from, or that 1 hour time counts from when you start the treat wound. So,
correct.
um,
So if we spent 6 hours, he could basically heal everybody in the group, and
correct.
only the
So,
last person would still have the timer.
or that person could be healed hour after hour after hour. You don't have to wait an additional hour when you end it. So, it takes 10 minutes. You only have to wait 50 minutes to treat them again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just want to make sure.
Very cool. I never
Um,
saw that part of it, and that we haven't used that part of it, but I'll let everybody know.
Yeah, I will send it to you just so you have it.
Cool. Thank you. All right. Anybody think they're not ready yet?
I'm
Yep.
still going through the whole thing
I
of
need the
action.
money.
You need money?
How do I take it away? I
Oh,
need to spend it, but it's not letting me.
Okay.
so
It
On
says
your
insufficient funds.
inventory, click the minus sign next to your coins
Yeah,
and subtract whatever coins you spent.
right. And I did that, but it says
Oh,
insufficient
John.
funds.
No, you need to hit the remove value, not specific type, because if it's pulling silver or copper out, we only have the gold in there.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Remove value, not specific
there's a little
type. So
checkbox.
That makes more sense.
because if you remove 2 silver and all you have are gold pieces, it can't figure it out unless you check that box, which is just
God.
dumb to me. That that box should be defaulted to check, but
It appears to be for combining stacks for adding, though. Or maybe I accidentally
yes,
clicked that earlier.
and so you can do that, but typically our DM only allows you to do that when you're at a merchant, because otherwise, who are you exchanging those coins with? Because the coins do count towards your bulk, which is kind of a pain. And so, like, if you end up with 848 copper pieces, it's going to have a bulk value.
I think I disabled that
And
actually.
Oh, okay. Well, cool.
I'm not
Then
seeing
you,
it show up on anybody right
then
now.
I was gonna say, I
you have
don't
a
see anything like
DM
that.
who likes that better. Well, we shouldn't, because right now you should have under 10 of each coin.
Oh, is it 10 as L bulk?
I think if you get to over 10, so let me do something real quick.
I'm gonna test on John real quick. Nope.
No, that's interesting because I'm up to like 30 and doesn't have a bulk at all.
For now, I'm not worried
I
about it.
So you may have that turned off or something in your settings, John. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, in Rob and Chuck's campaign, the coins add up, and so like I picked up 8,000 silver coins one time and had like 2 bulk or something like that added to my weight. I was like, holy crap!
It
But
for large
as
amounts
soon
like
as you go to
that,
a
I'll
merchant,
handle. Yeah.
as
For
soon as
large
you go to
amounts
a
like that,
merchant,
I'll
you can
handle it.
exchange it for the gold pieces or the platinum pieces to reduce your bulk.
For things like if you come across some, then you'll have to have a container for it, and I'm gonna treat that as something different. But for your current spending money and everything, it's fine. I'll have to figure out how to handle that other thing though. All right. Is
I can have my
everybody
pistol
feeling
in one hand,
comfortable
my
with their
sword in
character?
another.
I'm still putting actions on, but other than that, I'm good.
What was that?
Yeah, I could probably figure it out and figure out any additional actions as we pass by.
Yeah, and just so you know, you can add actions at any time. Like I said, if you come up with an action that you think you should have, just follow John's description of what to do and then add the action later while it's somebody else's turn. That way you don't slow the game time down. It's really easy to do, so.
Right.
I'm gonna predict gameplay is gonna be a little slow.
Okay. Ah, dang it. I don't want to do that. Oh, well.
I'm going to go ahead and start getting some of this started. Because we have experience with RPGs, but not necessarily Pathfinder, I want to do the first portion. It can be skipped, but I want to introduce people to how skills work. So I am going to go to
So
test
you
a few
know,
things and
John,
see if this works.
you should be able to request rolls from everybody if you want.
Oh, okay. So I just sent a thing in the chat.
What chat? Discord?
The chat bubbles
If
in
you go to
the game.
the
In
chat
game.
messages, the left side in the game, the left
Draw.
side tab.
Bang! A crack of thunder fills the air. The smoking gun, held by a powerfully built orc man wearing leather chaps, vest, and a shiny sheriff's badge, holds everyone's attention. The orc slowly lowers the firearm, stowing it back in his holster. He carefully and deliberately walks up to the bloody dwarf, surveying his handiwork. I'm sorry it had to go down like this, brother. You picked the wrong side, and that I can't abide. He removes his pinched front hat, holding it over his heart. After a moment, he lowers his head. The entire saloon erupts in applause as the pianist begins to play. The orc bows deeply and helps the dwarf to his feet, who also bows to the attending patrons. The two walk to the bar, arm in arm, and order a bottle of whiskey. Thank you for attending. The female dwarf stands on the bar top, addressing the patrons in a loud voice. Whiskey is only 2 silver for the next hour, and that includes top shelf. Come back next week for the conclusion of the Hearts at High Noon and our after party. Enjoy yourselves. The dwarven woman, Phoebe Dunsmith, hops off the bar onto the sawdust-covered floor and heads to the back room, where a round table and a private bar await. She props one foot up on the stool, leans forward on her knee, and casts a suspicious eye toward the room. Now that the show is over, let's talk business. I brought you all here because we share some common enemies. With your help, I can make them pay and get you rich in the process. But first, I want you to tell me why you deserve a job that could pay your weight in gold. I am going to introduce the map now. This one. That, and then just give me a moment to get everybody in there.
I see a mighty fine roof.
Indeed, it looks multi-tiered.
interesting having sound effects.
Right?
I was gonna say you should hear the sound effects now. So if the sounds are too loud, go to your playlist, which is the musical symbol tab, and you can turn it up or down in the saloon rowdy down at the bottom. Or you can open the global volume controls and adjust your playlist and ambient sounds accordingly.
No, who do we have
This is
here?
what I was telling you about earlier while John was in the other channel.
Okay, set music.
And if it defaulted for some reason to all the way down, you'll want to turn it up a little because you can hear like conversations and the bartender taking orders and stuff in the
Is
ambient sound. It's kind of cool.
can everybody see in the room?
I see no light bulb roof.
Yeah. I mean,
I
presuming
can
we are in
I
the
can
small room.
You should only see a room. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, we can
Yes.
see a room with the room outside is dark because the door is closed, I assume.
I just want to make sure I have
have
everybody's characters here. I count 7. There
Whenever
should be
you get the time, I put my character pick that I want in the Discord chat.
you can add it yourself.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I gave everybody permission to do that. So you
So
just click on your
to do that, I'll walk you through it. Right click on your icon on the table or on the screen. You should be able to right click and then in the click on the gear. And then it says, then you can go to, where's update token? Whoops, nope, that's not it. Sorry. Click the gear. I just did this earlier today and I already forgot.
And then
Oh,
do you know
appearance, probably. Appearance and then image path. You'll have to load the image into John's Forge, which he's allowed us all to do. Go to Browse Files on the right side. And then you can go click on
Sam, I
choose
sent you an
file to
image.
upload. Next to upload, click choose file and choose the file that you want. And Math, I like the picture you posted in Discord. That's a cool picture.
Okay.
So while some people are going to be looking for pictures and getting them uploaded, oh, I hope it updates on the screen. Which one is your character, Math?
Sorry.
Jesus.
It ain't Jesus.
Brian, which one's your character on here?
Mine's Wallace.
All I see is the character portraits. I don't see names on them for some reason. So
Oh,
if you hold,
I am one of the 4.
oh, gotcha.
I don't know
John,
if it's that one.
if you hold your mouse over it, John, you should see the character name. Because I do. Well, no, I don't. I only see it for mine.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
that's why I was like,
so
that's not
that
right.
should be a setting in Forge that you can change, John.
Okay.
I don't know what
So-
it is or where it is, but it should be a setting that you can change.
Okay. And then Sam, I sent you a message too to try to pick out that image.
Yep.
You're fine.
And
Just
I
wanna make sure.
think I've got
All right.
the token loaded in.
So I would like each player to introduce your character to the rest of the group. You can share as much or as little as you want. One thing I want y'all to keep in mind is you don't have to say it, but you have a grudge against either Ambrose Mugland or the Shield Marshal Deputy Angelique Lovelace. Keep that in the back of the mind for your character. So yeah, go ahead and do your introductions.
Hi there, everybody. Name's Durin. I'm a cleric of childhood. Just so y'all know. That's who I am. That's who I be.
Hold up. What's your name?
Durin.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay.
Not to be
No.
confused with Duran Duran the band.
I was wondering how long it
Or-
would take somebody to say.
Or Tung Dung, the criminal investigator. Tung Tung. Anyway, sorry, John. Go ahead.
That's it. That's all I have.
Oh well, fuck you.
Are these images for the character or my animal?
That would
Yeah.
be for your character I sent you. If you want to send me a picture of a cat, I can add that for your cat too.
Pussy.
Same goes for the construct. For Fafo. Fafo?
Bafo. Fuck
Okay.
around and find out.
Or you can upload it too, since you have permission.
Yeah.
So the second to last one is
Got it.
cute. I think it says seaweed lushy.
Got it.
Okay, so I
will get-
currently have the icon for Fafo selected. How do I deselect him so I can go back to my other character icon?
I'm not sure what you mean by deselect.
So, I've got my construct that's in the outside room. I currently have him selected to where I'm only seeing what's in that room with the stairs. I have my other character that I know is just on the inside of the door from him, but I can't see him to select him. Is it as simple as...
Yeah, I don't see you in the room, so where are you?
So yeah, I've got one... like I said, my construct's outside the main room. My other character is, like, my actual character is inside the main room. But because
Oh,
I
I see.
like my main character.
Oh, I wonder if I can do this.
So, John, I don't know if you
I'm
can or
worried.
not, but can you tie the movement of his construct to him so that he can move both at the same time, or when you move
No,
him,
you have to
his
do 'em
construct
separate.
automatic? Of course you do.
As far as I can tell. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm trying to update everybody's names to show.
yeah. Like I said, I don't know how the DM side works, and so that you're kind of on your own for.
All right. So your picture should show now as well, Sam.
And where does it show?
Just so
see it
you
on the
know,
map?
John.
Did
John
everything
on
just
my-
crash?
Oh,
Yeah,
Yes, it
I
did.
just crashed on me.
Okay.
sure did.
I'm relaunching. That was weird.
That was weird.
It said 19 compatibility issues, and I was like,
Wow.
And does that work for the cat? I sent it to you.
sure. I will save that.
You know, considering their byline is "Fight Goblins, Not Servers," that's just ironic.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know what just happened there. I might have been clicking stuff too much or something. Sorry.
Yeah,
y'all should be good to get back
or
in here.
if you changed a setting, it may have booted us out. I mean, who knows?
If you uploaded a picture, wouldn't that do it too?
Shouldn't.
If enough people are doing it at the same time, I don't know.
Although, as we reload, if you loaded pictures, it should refresh for everybody.
Yeah, I had
Yep.
been right in the middle
I
of
s-
getting
I
mine
see
working.
I see pictures for several people now. And I see character names under most of them.
Oh, there we go. Ooh, look, I can pull in.
Why were you not saved?
Wow, you are a flowery goblin thing.
I'm Leshy.
Squishy? What?
A Leshy.
Leshy. Leshy.
It sounds very close to lush.
Also, important
that-
question: what kind of fruit do you have hanging from you at this time?
I have fruit too.
Melons.
You get to choose a fruit each day.
So you can actually.
Keep that in mind.
No, you didn't hear what Alex said. He said, I got melons.
Yes. And so just, go up and eat Samantha's melons every day.
You know what?
You gotta
Wow.
dump them first. Make sure they're ripe. Just get a
I
little
say we'll go for it. I'll put more thought into it later.
little drum line. You know what I'm saying?
John,
Yep.
Yes.
so you know I am on this. I am on here twice on the map.
Nice.
Oh.
Once over in the bar area, and then once in the room
Because
from
when
when
I
you added me
first-
earlier.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't know how to remove you.
You should be able to. I think you just right click on it, don't you?
I don't know
Yeah,
how to quit
there's-
you.
I'm actually
That's not a-
fascinated. Is this everybody's mouse that's currently floating around?
Yes, you can
That
see
you
everybody's
see
mouse.
moving around. Yes, you can see where everybody's moving their mouse around.
My God, it's
And
amazing
just so
how
you know,
restless we are.
just so you know, if you click and hold the click, it will ping the map. And that is an excellent way to show John what you're searching or what you're looking for.
Excellent.
Or, hey, I want to move over here, but it's not letting me move for whatever reason. And John, you do have the game paused. I don't know if that's
Oh, sorry.
intentional or not.
No, I'm trying to figure out how to remove your characters. I'm like Googling stuff.
Yeah, I don't have the option. I
Y'all are
tried.
doing introductions, so I'm just gonna look into this while y'all keep talking.
Okay. I'll go next.
Okay.
I am a rogue of some renown, and I am very much angry at Mr. Mugland.
Okay.
Where's the history so we know why we're mad at the other each person?
There really isn't a history, but if you look at your character sheet, you can click. You can
She has
add
a different
anything you
background.
want.
Yeah.
What was that?
Anything you want. You can add anything you want under biography. There's a place for campaign notes. If you edit that, that will go as long as you want to type.
Right. I didn't hear what John said though.
Oh, you didn't have a background that was specifically about this because we were trying to work with what we put your character as. So you need to choose between the capitalist who takes advantage of people or the corrupt police officer as who you hate and why.
Obviously the capitalist.
I don't know a better way to describe him without giving stuff away. So. And then
CD
Sam, can you also
businessman.
And what?
can you send me the link for that cat? And not the image because it's not letting me save it correctly.
Yes,
Oh.
Sam. Show him your pussy properly.
Alex.
You're sending him your ass? My God.
We got everything going on.
How
Oh,
are
yeah,
you
this-
scandalized?
We have two
Descended
people that have
quickly.
introduced themselves so far.
All
Sam,
right.
how are you scandalized at anything I ever say anymore?
You gotta remember John's also a coworker for me.
And?
Introductions, folks. Introductions.
Next.
He's trying to keep us on task. Good luck, Mike.
Yeah,
Good
indeed.
luck.
Best
I
of
know.
luck to you, my
I'm
friend.
just trying to help John.
Brian?
So yes, so
This is what he got into.
Yeah, you might want to just call on people. Just honestly.
That's about to
Yes.
start happening.
I
She looks
am
at the goblin next to her.
I am Wallace. I'm but a simple bard. I've performed in the palaces of many across this great land until I came here and ran afoul of that insane deputy. She tried to bed me and I declined.
Wow, wow.
And then, a few days later, I was expelled from the palace and accused of treason.
It took her days? How
To
well were you
recover.
hidden?
To recover.
He refused.
She looks really worried, and just kind of moves on and looks at the Leshy.
I am not so great with introductions.
Sorry, I'm a tough act to follow.
Exactly. I don't
Leshy.
even have a name, y'all.
Yeah, you're still Sam.
I know.
With the melons.
Yeah, what's
You can
up with the
literally
melons?
You can introduce yourself as Sam now and change it later. That's why we have a whole week to make adjustments.
Mm-hmm.
Putting me on the spot. I mean, I don't really have to say much. I'm a quiet
You
recluse.
say as much or as little as you want.
I'm here to speak for nature.
All right, Lorax, what else you got?
I know. I was going to say that, but I didn't want to copyright.
Uh, she kind of looks over the table and tries to stare at the halfling that's on the other side because she can't really see your head.
Wait, am I seriously the only halfling?
Yeah, I mean, I'm 3 foot tall here.
Yeah, we're all. Maybe we're at a short table.
Yeah, we're actually at the kids' table, and
Jesus.
so
I
this
don't think a
giant
single
over
one.
us.
Well, one person is tall in this
Everybody
room.
everybody else rides this short bus.
I was going to say, we have booster seats. What do you mean?
There are 2 dwarves in this group, so
So there's one person
there's
over 4 feet.
3.
Is what,
Right? No, 2 dwarves.
2
I'm
One
over
dwarves,
goblin.
4 feet.
a couple goblins. Yeah, we're the short party, except for one person.
All right, if there are any carnivals in this campaign, we're not tall enough to ride the rides.
Damn biggers.
And you, Mr. Halfling, why are you here?
Oh, I just can't leave town. I've been trying. Let's just say I was taking a walk on the docks and I shouldn't have been. So both those assholes are after me. And if one of you snitches, I will rip your tongue out and shove it up someone else's ass.
Good lord.
I respect that.
All right. Goblin. That has not spoken.
Yeah, not me, Goblin.
That damn businessman has interfered with my research for the last time. There are questions in this world and I need answers.
Oh shit.
That makes sense.
oh, this is
And
gonna be fun.
you, dwarf.
Dwarf.
Name's Thegdal. Axe for hire. I have a bone to pick with both of them. I don't like corrupt constables. I like mixing all kinds of potions, and so when somebody messes with the currency, not my favorite.
Oh shit. Oh, hell, we've got a research bent goblin and a potion dwarf. We're gonna burn so much shit to the ground.
and
Yes.
and I mean, just I'm a goblin also, so it's just kind of like a mild fascination of mine to enjoy pyromania.
Oh boy.
Oh, in this case, I'm really happy I heal by fire now.
That was a good choice. Yeah, shit, I'm blanking on my Pokemon reference. What's that stupid power-up shit from Scarlet?
I will have some food brought in here if anybody would like a drink. It's on the house. Here's the game, Dunsmith says. Ambrose Muglin has a decent portion of his funds invested in an old bank called the Gold Tink Reserve. It's a rundown temple of Abadar in Ironside Quarter that's mostly used by ranchers and crooked politicians. I happen to know they've sent half their clockwork handlers out for maintenance and won't have them back until tomorrow afternoon. This is our chance to hit Muglin where it hurts. All you have to do is the bust up the few clockworks remaining, get the vault key from the bank manager, and fill a sack of gold. Once you're done inside the bank, run out the back. Muglin's got a few crooked shield marshals on his payroll, including that damn bastard Deputy Lovelace. She and her goons are sure to be hot on your tail, but don't fight them, or they will gun you down in a second if you give them a chance. Just run away, and they'll look like fools. Nothing sure to fry the deputy's egg like crooks you can't catch. Trust me. You can lose them in the Whaling Scrapyard just west of the reserve. There's a sewer entrance within. From there, it's a straight shot back to the saloon, where you'll be safe. Any questions?
Are we allowed to take more than one bag? You said one sack of gold. Are we allowed to take more than that?
You won't be able to carry much more. I will give you a bag of holding to carry all the gold in, and she puts it on the table.
Oh, that kind of sack of gold. Okay. I'm still in a pen.
Any other questions?
Hmm. Grab some gold. And what else?
You're gonna grab some gold and get out of there.
Sounds like fun. Let's do this.
What's half?
I have a question. How do we get in?
That will be up to you. You might need to
Where
look
is
at
it?
the area, talk to some people, figure out how you want to get in there. I've told you where you need to go, what you need to do, and how to get back.
You say they've sent half their
Understood.
clockwork handlers. What is half?
Usually there's half a dozen clockworks. They're the Balkirk model C47s, but most of them are out on maintenance. So get in there before tomorrow afternoon before they've returned.
Okay, let's do this.
All right, so out of game, what's a clockwork handler? Is that like just a Warforged
Uh,
clerk,
sorry, say that again.
basically?
What
What's a
is a clockwork?
clockwork handler? So like that I understand what the.
It's an automaton.
Okay.
They're
Clockwork robot?
yeah,
Basically.
they're kind of created with a mix of science and technology. Since this area does not have a great access to magic all the time, they use a little science to offset it. You may also be able to get, besides going through the front door, you may also be able to get a key from one of the staff. You could also try going in the back. There is an employee entrance in the valley that connects to the junkyard. That will be how I recommend you make your escape.
Well,
Escape through the junkyard.
okay, I think I'm
That
gonna go
sounds
reconnoiter
interesting.
shit. I'm not a face man. I'm gonna go reconnoiter.
You're gonna go reconnoiter?
Yeah, I've got reconnoiter. Now,
I'm
where
gonna
the
go
fuck it is on my
flabber-
list is a question, but
I'm gonna go flabbergast the ghost.
what?
Exactly. What the fuck is a reconnoiter?
Reconnoiter? Are you a military guy and you don't know the word reconnoiter?
Recon, John. He's doing
It's the,
recon.
it's the basics of
Okay.
reconnaissance.
She also sounds like y'all have an idea. Here's a few things you might be able to use. You're going to use this pouch, put all the gold in it. You hear? This is where it goes. Otherwise, it'll slow you down. Put on the hat so you can keep your identity secret. She places a hat of disguise on the table for each of y'all.
Ooh.
But don't muss them up. I'll be wanting them back when you're done. It's a bag of holding type 1.
Just say we should get a bag of holding type one.
You got a bag of holding type 1.
That he wants the gold in. We don't get to keep it.
And
It has
everyone
a
gets
carry.
out of disguise.
Everybody gets a hat of disguise.
I take the
Not
hat, but do
not
not
your
put it.
companions. They can't use it anyways.
Yep, take one. Don't put it on.
And we add that
And
to our sheet.
yeah, I will put one in every. How do I testing something? Nope.
Are you gonna add it, John, or should we?
Yeah, I'm gonna add it for everybody. I just gotta.
Okay, then I won't add it.
Oh, somebody already added one of them. I'll just go down the list and add everybody's. Who wants a bag of holding?
Me.
Yeah,
All right, that was the first person I
Everybody
heard.
wants one.
I know, right?
There's only one bag. So one person gets it. I heard
Oh.
the less you speak up first.
Me.
Damn, it's fine.
Yeah, she still won.
Sam is all about taking that sack.
I mean, if you're gonna be playing with my melons all day.
It is
Fuck,
only
why-
fair.
I already got laid today. Why am I this fucking horny?
Hey, some of us like
Because you
melon.
got a.
Just the way it is.
All right. So it sounds like y'all have a general idea. Y'all can tell me what your ideas are, and I can tell you what roles would be associated with it, or I can tell you what you need to do.
So do you want me just to roll a reconnoiter, or what do you want me to do?
Tell me which specifically what you would like to do, and I will tell you what to do for it.
I'm gonna case the joint.
Okay.
Exactly. I will also.
So 2 of y'all are going to do that.
And
Okay.
Yeah, I'll let them do that then.
Okay. So if you're going to case the bank, it's going to take about 2 hours of your time.
Okay.
You have about 12 hours total. Don't forget, you also need to sleep. So for the 2 people casing the joint, do you want to use perception or thievery?
What about reconnoiter, scout area?
What?
I
I
want
went
to
through the
use
whole
Because
list.
that
thievery.
those have actions.
You have
Okay,
a
so
ability.
everybody
All right.
knows when you click on an item to roll, there's a thing that says roll mode, and you can change it to blind GM roll, which is what these type of rolls should be. Because we don't know how successful we are, he will just tell us what we've learned or not learned.
So I want to verify only 2 people are going to case, correct?
yes, I'm
Correct.
going to
Okay.
be schmoozing around here.
So I'm going to do this part first. All right. And that was you. All right. And you were going to make a roll, Alex?
Yeah, I'll use my thievery. Hang on.
Okay. Your thievery, I thought you didn't take that as a skill.
No, but I got a pretty decent one anyway.
You also can use perception, which you're trained in.
All right.
That was it. You get perception or thievery. Because you're either
Uh,
looking for stuff or you know what you're doing. And then make sure you set it as a blind GM roll.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it the one with the eye crossed out? On the perception side?
When you roll it, it will ask you that a
How
little
do
window
you?
will pop up
Got
and
it.
tell you how to roll it.
Got it. See it? Bang.
All
Oh,
right.
okay.
Can you see
Okay.
that?
Yep.
Nope.
Okay.
Was that a
I
yes
see
or a
that
no?
somebody's private, 2 people privately rolled some dice.
All right. So for Prime, and you did thievery, right?
I went
I
So
did.
perception.
I'm going to give you this bit of information. The back of the bank features an overgrown yard that may have once housed a vegetable garden, but is now little more than overgrown weeds and an accumulation of dried leaves. Any activity in the leaf-strewn yard is likely to draw attention. The pathway leads to a side door marked "Staff Only." This door is locked with a simple lock, requiring 3 successful thievery checks to open.
Jesus, that's a simple.
3 successful.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then for Alex, let's see. 3 clockwork handlers patrol the interior of the bank and can occasionally be seen through the windows. They stop in various locations, open the shutter on the ever-burning torch in their head, and then slowly rotate their head in a complete circle before moving on.
Okay.
All right. So for those who remain behind, what would y'all like to do?
I am
Okay.
going to gossip with the folks downstairs.
Okay. You will make a private roll to me. So I'm sorry, a
Private
blind GM roll. Blind GM roll to me.
Blind GM roll. Alright, blind and. What am I rolling here?
Let's go with. Well, how do you want to do it? Are you schmoozing people? Are you trying to fit in with? You describe to me
Well,
how you're doing it.
first of all, I'm guessing this place is not of the highest repute, so I'm going to really just going to yuck it up.
Okay. So give me a society check.
Society.
While talking around, you hear that there may be a bank employee that you could get some better information from. It kind of puts you in a direction. Do with that what you will. Who else would like to do something? And I'm going to say that took about 2 hours of your time.
That's fair.
Talk to this girl. See if she knows anything about anything.
Okay. Are you going to be asking her about how best to break into a bank? Or what exactly are you asking her?
Also, I don't see anything other than the original room we were in.
You can move your character out of the room if you want.
Exactly. That's what I just did.
Movement collides with wall. Where's the door?
So you have to go to the
Doors
door.
to the north.
Yeah, I found it. I found it.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. How do I want to do this? I'm not sure that telling people that we need to break into the bank is probably the best idea. So, just gonna casually talk to this woman and see if she knows anything about the bank hours and bank um, personnel, and see if she knows anything about who best to talk to about getting the best loan at the bank and things like that.
She just tells you what you already heard about the bank. Gold Tank Reserve is in a quiet neighborhood where at least half the buildings are abandoned. You don't want to piss off the people who use that bank.
Mm. And what would happen if we did piss them off?
They would kill you. It's a bank.
She chooses to walk to a different table because she doesn't want to associate with somebody asking that.
Okay.
And
That's
that's
fair.
not just 2 sentences back and forth. That was over y'all's conversation. So,
Yeah.
I just sent you a whisper in a private
see it.
roll, John. Okay.
Thank you. I need to figure out how to respond to those. Sorry, that's the part I'm trying to figure out.
It should be just a /W space Mike and then type whatever you want to type. Just so everybody knows, if you want to whisper John, it's /WGM and then type whatever you want to type.
/W and then Mike.
Yep, that's what it should be.
Can anybody see that?
Nope.
Nothing here.
I do. I see it.
Got it with that. So this will use your next 2 hours.
All right. While they're doing this, I'm gonna go check out the like repair area. See just how busy they are and what. Just ask some general questions about like what kind of repairs they can do, capacities and whatnot.
What kind of repairs?
Yeah, wherever where I think the automatons might be being worked on.
She did say that they were just there for their maintenance, so it's their maintenance. I'm not going to make you go there just to do that.
Okay. I just wanted to kind of make sure that like her time estimates might be fairly
She is
accurate.
pretty confident on that.
All right.
She might have reasons to be that confident. You're pretty, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, then I'm good.
Okay. Any other plans?
No,
If anybody has information, are y'all going to meet back and share?
I'm thinking if I can, I'm going to take my animal companion and go around, I guess, the bank and see if I can get any intel from the animals in the area on habits of people.
Speak to the trees.
I'm just saying, animals are always there, always watching.
They know.
They're like me. They've seen too much.
That's what she said.
What?
Do I roll
What?
something for that, or
Yes. Can you make a society check?
that's not quite society though?
No.
He's thinking.
That would probably be nature, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, go with a nature check.
Okay, so
And make sure it's private to me if you can.
what's it under?
This is rather fun that there's a key binding bar along the bottom.
Where are my skills under again?
It's a hand.
The
The-
hand's proficiencies
The hand.
on your character sheet.
Yeah. And then click on it. Not public to the blind GM role.
Private. Or, excuse me, yes, blind, sorry.
Blind. Okay. Like that.
Got it.
Yep.
Says
you privately rolled some dice.
Excuse me. Sorry.
And again.
For Sam, you hear amongst the, I'm gonna say animals, but it goes a little bit more than that because of everything you know. You hear rumors that there is a bank employee currently brooding at the Barrel and Bullet, which is where y'all are at. Yeah, that's the saloon y'all are at. You're looking for a character named Byron, Byrin.
Brooding or boarding?
Brooding, like something's bothering him. He's upset about something. He's maybe not happy about something. Let's see. Yeah, you yeah.
Where are the notes again?
Character sheets.
Character sheet, the little book with the person, the biography. There's a notes section you can add notes
Second
to.
from the end.
Yeah.
What is Byron?
Byron is brooding.
I think this goblin
Sorry,
down
I
here's.
had to break that up. Anybody else have anything they would like to do? Any things they want to ask about?
Well, and that
No.
one action takes up the whole turn, right?
It takes up 2 hours for each time you do something. You have 12 hours total.
Yes, well, have we met back together to share information yet?
Y'all have not told me that, so as of now, no.
Well, it would make sense that we would have prearranged to return and share information as we have gone our separate ways.
You hope.
Some of y'all still have other actions before. It's like some people haven't taken anything, I believe. Did y'all want to ask about your escape route? That may be something to look into too.
So
Yeah, I think
we need
try
to.
to get information about the escape.
Okay. Can somebody make a diplomacy check? Count as gather information.
I've got a great bonus on that, I think.
Don't ask me.
Which one is it?
Good, because
I'm
I
not
don't.
asking any of y'all.
let's see.
This is an idea. Okay. You hear that people don't like going there. That's all they're really willing to tell you.
Interesting.
Anything else before y'all meet up?
I've already returned
What do I
to
learn
to
about
our
the
meeting
junkyard?
room.
Or
You're asking.
on these parts.
You're asking about what?
The junkyard.
Okay. The whaling scrapyard.
Yeah.
By checking with waste disposal services, tinkers, and junk shops around town, you learn that the whaling scrapyard is home to the nail gobblers, a group of goblin scavengers who live off the junker's bounty of scrap and waste, and sometimes sell good salvage to the city's junk shops and tinkers. You also learn that a mournful wailing can be heard coming from the scrapyard at night, hence its ominous name. Locals insist a hulking ghost made of scrap metal floats around the scrapyard when the moon is dark. Um, yep, that's what you get.
All right. Since we get back together as a whole party, I'll pass that information along.
Before we share information, I need a quick bio break. Be back in 1 minute.
Same.
Same.
Same? No, not really. Not me.
Yeah.
Nope.
So
I'm good.
I'll be right back.
Yes. Starting with, is this kid friendly? Oh fuck no.
And that's the stone for the
Nice.
entire campaign. I think we're all back.
All right. You all wanted to share information across?
Yep.
I gotta say, I'm proud. I have not cursed yet this entire game.
Okay.
Fuck you too.
No, 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 no. Fuck you.
Oh.
Anyway, back. The cats wanted dinner.
Welcome back, and good job feeding the pets.
Yeah, I'm not face man. I'm not checking up. I'm not following up on that Byron thing. I could beat it out of him,
Yes.
but I don't think starting a bar fight is a great way to begin our criminal career.
But if you
No.
share with the group, somebody else may be able to have a better success rate than beating it out of them.
Oh, I wasn't the one who got that intel. That was who did get that intel?
Sam. Sam.
Somewhere here.
Are we all back in the room now?
I think so.
I am.
Yep.
I feel like
I
there's
would be,
somebody
but I
missing.
can't really figure out how to get back in the actual room.
You gotta go
Go
north and
go in, go to the stairs, and then come down in.
you gotta go through the door.
Yeah.
Go up on the north side to the stairs and come down through the door where I am. You'll see me. I'm kind of standing in front of the door.
Oh, there's the door. Open door.
Okay, go to the bottom of the stairs. Then
It
to the
doesn't really
front of the
matter. You
door,
guys keep
through
playing.
the door.
Or kill.
I'm pinging the map for you.
I'm already in.
I think everybody's in there now.
Okay. All right. So what did we learn?
The escape rat.
I learned a name that is here at the inn.
And what
Sam was the only one who learned about that.
Huh?
I think he
Did
learned.
did you learn the
Yes.
bank employee's name?
I did.
Sam
Byron.
did.
Byron. Okay.
And then I heard he's disgruntled about something.
Where is he?
Here in the inn somewhere. We
Did
gotta.
you
Here
did you
in the
hear what
bar.
he was disgruntled about?
Nope. Just that he works at the bank and he's unhappy.
Okay. Could possibly be exploited.
Somebody said something about
Any-
a key being here in the office.
I'll buy the ale if somebody wants to chat him up. I'm not so good with the talkings to peoples.
Odds
Yeah.
are. Anybody else learn anything else?
Huh? What's your charisma, Brian?
The first page on your character sheet.
Well, my charisma itself is a 14. Yeah, that'd be.
Yeah, it's his prime stat. He should be the best at any of this for any of us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, hold on before you go.
They gotta run for it. I like this goblin.
Hmm.
He's like, I got this.
I learned that the junkyard makes funny noises at night,
What kind of
and that there are a
noises?
whole bunch of, and that the noises are more than are referred to as a what was it called? It was an automaton that's been compiled out of the junk out of the yard, and that the local gang out of the junkyard is a bunch of goblins. So that could be fun.
There's a gang in the junkyard?
Yeah, they run the junk. There's a gang in the junkyard that helps sell things to people and runs it, that type of thing.
Ooh.
Perhaps a preemptive contact with them would be useful. We do have a few goblins in our group.
We
We
You got at
do.
least two.
I
If people
do
are.
craft things, so if I could get an idea of what they've got, like I can't promise to buy anything right now, but maybe that can help smooth some stuff out. I was like, hey, I'm looking to buy stuff eventually.
I'm just thinking if this is a gang, are they looked well upon by society? Maybe you don't want a goblin approaching our employee.
Eh, I think we have the best chance. I think our goblin in this case is our best chance of getting some information. Or maybe the rogue can just pick his pockets and call it good too.
Good.
I think picking his pockets would be a bad idea. I think we can get him
Only
drunk
if you
and
get caught.
spilling.
It's only a bad idea if you get caught.
With this group?
If we get caught, well, then that's unfortunate.
John, what
Okay,
exactly is
so-
your alignment?
Neutral.
Like true neutral?
It just says neutral. Yeah, I didn't change it.
Oh, jeez, a war cleric who's.
So what is y'all's
Apathetic.
plan so I can try to help y'all make the appropriate checks?
Alright, well, having gotten all of the information that I possibly can, I'm going to go chat up the guy that we believe to be the, Byron.
Okay. So
Hey,
how are you wanting
while
to
they're
do
doing
this?
that-
Are you wanting to? How do you want to talk to him? Are you?
Well, it would
Before
make
you
sense.
go, do you want to hear what I learned?
Did we not already cover it?
Not mine.
Alright, what news from the Eastern Front?
So the old Temple of Abadar was sold by the church to a private investor, Ambrose Mugland, curse his name. When the small cloister of priests residing here decided it would be prudent to sell the property and reinvest their earnings elsewhere in Alkenstar. So they were encouraged to sell, I assume, by the ass Ambrose Mugland. And when I continued that line of questioning, I got some resistance from the people and stopped that line of questioning. Additionally, it looks like the back door has a simple lock that I should be able to pick, and we should be able to go in that way if we need to.
My vote's for the back.
Although, if we have a disgruntled employee, it might be easier to go that way. So it's worth looking into the disgruntled employee also. I did not pick up that information.
Yeah.
So, how do y'all want to go?
I'm willing to go with somebody to go down to the junkyard and hopefully make some contacts with these goblins, so we at least are on good terms with them.
It
How
would
many
make
hours do we have left?
8 hours left.
8.
Keeping in
And
mind, you'll also need sleep, unless you want penalties for being,
Tired.
yeah, which I
what do we
believe
have to
they're actually
accomplish
pretty
in these 8
painful.
hours?
I don't need no sleep. Sleep is overrated.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat dinner and go to bed. Let me
Okay.
know when there's a plan.
So talking to the employee, I'm not going to count as taking more than like a little bit of time. So you'll still get your full 8 hours if you're going that route,
Yeah.
or if you're doing something else with them. Um, but anything else involving leaving this would take at least 2 hours.
Okay, so maybe not.
What happens after these 8? We have to be inside the bank and back with the money within these 8 hours? Or?
8 hours is the very limit for your heist. If it takes longer than the 8 hours y'all have remaining, then y'all will have twice as much guards there and stuff like that.
So I figured.
So, I
So
would
we,
recommend leaving in 6 hours and doing what we got to do once we figure out what we're doing.
Well, it would seem then the
So here's the other option y'all can do. If you go immediately, then you don't have to worry about the rest part because it's not the next day yet.
yeah,
True.
I
So
would say talk to the guy and then let's go do this thing.
all right.
Well, let's see
Sounds
what Brian
like
can
a
get.
good plan.
all right.
If Brian
How
can
are you
get
approaching him?
something good, then we can do it then.
I
Are you
approach him with
being honest? Are you
I would
going and saying,
recommend
"Hey,
approaching
this is
with
our
a drink.
plan," or are you trying to lie to him? Are you trying to trick him? Are you trying to threaten him?
Trying to
Are you
bring him
trying
into
to
the group.
pick his pocket while you talk to him? Like, what's the plan?
Trying to bring him into the group. Be an NPC.
I mean, if
That
he's
is-
other than Gruntled,
Oh,
I don't
absolutely
see reason
not.
not to use that.
Well,
I
Yuki, could you get comfortable?
all you know is
please?
he's disgruntled. He could
Thank
be
you.
disgruntled because he had a terrible day. He could be
Yeah,
disgruntled because he hates his job.
remember, we could have also failed some of our roles, and some of this information could be misinformation. So tread lightly.
I will open with casual conversation over beers. We are
If you
both
guys
down.
try to adopt an NPC, I'm gonna murder them as soon as their usefulness is at an end.
All right. I want you to make a diplomacy check for me
Okay, hang on.
and private, or not private.
Blind.
Blind.
All right, Yuki. I'm sorry. I really need my hand, please.
And
I
are y'all just
suppose-
staring and watching this, or y'all just going about your normal stuff?
Okay,
Oh.
so
We
let's
would
see,
probably leave them alone.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
not
I'm gonna stand
recommend the
for it.
whole group approaching him.
All right, so
I will go
what am I
out
rolling
and do
again?
some
Sorry.
help.
Diplomacy.
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 Specifically, make an impression.
That matters.
It might. can't remember if goblins get penalties on that or not.
I don't think so. I'll look at it.
It would be in his stuff, so that's why I'm just
What?
telling him. It might be an action, make an impression. Let me check.
I believe it is.
So you
Yep,
know, John,
there is, so I'm
we
adding it to your
cannot.
thing.
So you know, John, we cannot see the NPC names
Oh,
that you have in
my
the
bad.
room here.
I'm assuming that's
Okay,
the. Hunter.
If you look, his
Did
name
you
should be
ar-
on there.
Did you already add that? Because I can't
Add
even
what?
frickin' find it anymore.
It didn't add when I tried to do it.
Whatever. Here.
So he tells you that he absolutely cannot stand working for that fraud. He steals from everybody, including his own employees, and he straight up tells you, "I wish somebody would just steal him for everything he has."
Woohoo!
He's really liking your drinks.
I'll buy him another. And I'll have a glass of water.
Okay.
Make it the good shit.
Yeah, quality, not bacteria infested, please.
Phoebe looks offended that you would ever imply that she served something like that.
Sorry, goblin joke.
Always be careful with the barkeep.
I think she'd
Level
know my
21.
type.
Any other follow-ups to that?
So yeah, I'm gonna press him a little further after the drink and suggest perhaps I know somebody that wants to.
He literally slams 4 keys down on the table. He's like, "Give him these then. I cannot stand that guy."
And which doors are these for?
Oh, you see this one right here? He pulls up the first key. This is the key to the door. It's located by the half wall. The second key here is the outside doors. The third key is to my teller station. And then this last key is one of the 2 keys needed to get into the vault.
One of 2. Where's the second?
The manager would have the second.
What is it?
Where might I find the manager?
Probably in his office.
Would the manager be on board?
Yeah, is the manager guarded?
The manager also steals from him, so he is not going to be cooperative if that's what you're asking. His name's Urkham Dresch.
Knock him out.
You just
Is
take
there
the money
anything
and
else that would be useful that I could pass on to my friends? Dot dot dot.
Hold on, sorry. Let me double check before I say anything. He tells you about 3 of the automaton guards will be gone tomorrow. He's like, they already left today.
Alright. Thank you, my friends.
He says there's 2 of them that patrol the front entrance night and day. They're programmed to defend themselves, attack anyone who draws a weapon on bank property, and they will pursue you to about 50 feet away from the building. He's like, they're probably stupid enough that you could trick them into leaving.
So, Wogless, you kind of feel me brush your shoulder as I move down there, and I whisper, buy him more drinks. Let him sleep. And then I walk on by.
I go and get another for my friend. Mm.
All right. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm just gonna make sure
he's
that
kind of-
he drinks.
He's kind of
to-
like starting to nod off at the table.
Yeah.
You get the impression you won't be able to get much more information out of him.
Excellent.
He's drunk.
So y'all know I wanted him to be drunk so he would sleep well and forget the conversation.
Useful.
It also kind of protects him too, because that way he can claim the keys were stolen.
Oh, that thought never crossed my mind, and I didn't care.
So for each drink you purchase, it's 2 silver, by the way.
Okay, what did I say? Was that 4 drinks?
You gave him 3, Mike gave him 1. Or unless you bought it and not Mike.
Mike got the first. I bought the remaining 3, so that's 6 slivers.
All right. Is everybody happy? Are y'all going straight there, or are y'all sleeping?
I'm asleep.
Let's go.
Straight there.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let me change scenes. Give me a minute.
Hey, let's go, Kinkasu.
Hey, once told me the world. Touched off the school.
I don't have any tokens with vision.
Yeah, I've got to move everybody's characters over. Sorry.
My tokens have been beaten down by the system. They have no vision.
I was gonna say,
I'm
am
gonna
I
put
just
y'all
out of
across the
ideas?
street. I'm just putting y'all down. You figure out where you want to be.
My bad. I wanted to be.
Well, for one, congregating would be a bad idea.
Where are we as far as time of day goes?
This would be.
Judging by the shadows, noon.
No, I've got to change it. Drop the music. Stop. How do I stop it?
Are you telling me to be quiet?
No, the noise.
Oh, not you. Sorry.
Oh. Can't figure it out. Okay.
No, my cat keeps putting her paw right on my mouth, like she's saying, "Shut the hell up."
Oh.
After traveling, it is right about midnight.
You're a sassy kitty.
Not the noisiest street for midnight.
Metropolitans.
Can't figure out how to turn off the sound right now.
Well, just turn that down a few.
Why is it doing that? All right. So as y'all
Are you ready, John?
For?
Where is the bank on this map? Because all we see are
South
buildings.
of y'all.
South.
That giant
okay.
building south of y'all. That is the building. Where did? Hold on. Sorry, I gotta. How do I switch my view? I gotta do something real quick. Sorry. Because there we go. That's what I need to see.
Is there a way to like shrink or?
Please stop that. Please stop
enlarge the
moving.
Map?
You mean like
Huh?
Zoom or
Yes.
roll your mouse wheel?
Your mouse wheel will zoom in and out.
Ah, great.
Yeah, but
Yeah, no, I'm on a laptop with no mouse.
2 fingers on a mouse pad up and down should zoom.
Oh, okay. There we go.
You
So
need to
what?
get you a mouse, sir.
Yeah, I need to get one too. I have to
All
get
right.
one.
So those of y'all who just ran up to the building, I'm going to scoot you back for now.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't do that. That is a dumb idea unless you're trying to
Oh,
take the guards.
So
Yeah, I
we
mean,
got
here's
the
what
2
it's happening.
guards right here.
Give me a second. 2 guards are currently patrolling the outside. These are the ones that he warned you about. You have now reached the outside of the bank. It is open 24/7. People are allowed to come in and out 24/7. So there will be some noises and everything else like that. And as y'all think about what you want to do, we're going to stop here for the night.
Okay.
sounds
So
good.
this is where I wanted to get us to stop at. Uh,
Yay!
cannot figure out this noise though.
Well, you've got a whole week to do it.
Nah.
But yeah, so that is the start of y'all's mission. Steal some
If
money
you're
and hopefully
if
get
you're
away.
talking about the street noise, John, that should be the ambient under global volume controls.
I'm looking at it, and the problem is, nothing says it's playing.
It
Yeah,
lies.
mine says Town at Night is playing.
Mine, for a second, scrolled to Punks in a Powder Keg.
That's the name of our campaign, so
Yeah.
that's right. But yeah, if you scroll the ambient down, it'll reduce the street noise that you're hearing.
And what's that under again?
On the the little musical note
That's
playlist.
better. Thank you.
Yeah,
Here.
because it defaults to kind of loud. I had to turn it down in the bar because I couldn't hear you guys.
God, my ears were hurting. Could not figure it out. Like, have to be loud enough to hear y'all two over it.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, that's where we'll be for the night. I still don't know. Think about what y'all's plan to enter here is going to be. Because the only thing y'all have said so far is that you're going here. So think about it, and then when we get back, we will make plans, and we will implement your plans.
Very good.
Right.
All right. Thanks for the
Thanks,
game, y'all.
everybody.
See y'all
All
next
right.
week.
If you have any questions,
Take care.
post them in chat, and we'll do our best to answer.
All
Okay.
good. Thank you.